last episode, we had finally dropped off the Lupin family and people at a place on the Sea of Saloon, this like half frozen sea in the Northlands. And then everyone was ready to go on and continue our other mission. Of course, we're about to be interrupted. 1 second. Why is it I can never see that? There we go. Yes, good night. Oh, yes. What? Oh, you're gonna get that? That's fine. You can take that downstairs. Oh, good night. I need to record them and make it monster sounds for D&D. That's what I need to do. Beat the DMCA that way. Just the best part is I'll say that it's them, but it'll just be me. Okay, so y'all were in the Northland, and you dropped off those people, and then you headed south and west to go back towards the mountains and stuff.
Oh yeah, let me pull that
Right?
up. Yeah, I got pulled up. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I
Oh
pulled it
yeah,
up
we
and then I
decided to
closed
go
it.
through the mountains, right?
Yeah, you'd kind of talked about maybe going through the
What was
mountains.
the legends cut off? So is it the open squares that are the passages?
Open squares are dwarven passages that should be open.
Okay.
The one to the north of the mountains is called Hundur. It doesn't say that on your map, but it is.
So because the weather's turning, we decided to go south of the mountains to maybe catch more suitable weather.
Catch some rays.
Yeah.
Get a tan.
Yep. I think that's what we decided.
Okay. So you guys were heading across the land, and then you found some dead bodies near a little like pond lake area, and stood around long enough for whatever killed that person to show up, and it was two giant ice worm things that you'd kind of heard about from some of the locals. And
I swear my ass.
And you kick their asses.
Yeah, we did. Easy.
they were like giant centipede viper things that had a bunch of legs and then like burning spikes that kind of makes sense because that's how they burrow through the ice is the hot like body.
Burrow.
Yeah, they burrow and melt the ice as they go. And they were both killed, and that's kind of where we left off. So you guys are kind of still in the middle of nowhere. You have a general idea of where you're headed because there's this giant mountain range south of you, and you know that you want to at least go there, if not go underneath it or through it or something like that. And it is November in the tundra. So,
do we know of any tunnels through the mountain?
That's where we're going.
Yeah, we're just
Okay, we're just following
there's
the
at
road.
least one. There's no roads.
Oh, there is no road.
You're
Okay,
just
so there's
heading
nothing.
that way in a general way that way. The problem with this particular dwarven tunnel that you see on your map is there's like nothing else around it on this like world map that you have to like tell you where you are related to it, other than the mountains. You know you're north of the mountains, and you know it's near the mountains. That's pretty much it.
I mean, should we talk to people in town before we head off to make sure we know where we're going?
Oh, we already headed off.
Y'all are like
okay.
3 or 4 days
We
out
are
of
like
town.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Y'all are far out of town. My map doesn't.
I want to turn to
open for me.
Xerxes. I'm going to turn to Xerxes and just say, well, now that that's done,
Do your job,
where the
bro.
fuck are we?
Well, first. Jeff, who are you? And what's your relationship of your character with their parents or siblings?
Jace Lupin. I'm a werewolf, and I have a very strong connection to my parents, more so my father than my mother, and I'm an only child, pup.
Only child.
Only child pup.
Yeah, yours is probably the easiest to know because everybody's like aware of everything.
You know everything.
Yeah, I try to kill your mom.
Okay, Colin, who are you, and what about your relationships with your
I
family?
am Leoric von Stuttgart, and I'm probably with this party because I was thrown out of my family for some reason that hasn't been determined yet. So
You were thrown out? I thought you just left, to be honest.
I don't remember.
You
I don't remember what I said.
Well, determine it
So-
now, right now. Just make a stand.
Retcon.
I would say, I'll say that I left. I think that's a better explanation. Because if I was thrown out, that'd be different.
You left
to go
them
for it.
because you wanted to find vengeance.
I don't think I wanted to. I didn't want to, manage all the, I guess, the title that I had, the land, help manage
Gotcha.
the family land and everything, and so I wanted something else.
It's
I
hard to
guess.
run out there and be Batman as a character that likes killing people when your family's like, the nobility.
Maybe,
and all still
instead
alive.
of working from within the system as a high lord or as a mid lord or whatever, probably a mid to low lord. Maybe I just decided to beat criminals senseless with my halberd instead, like Batman.
Gotcha. It's tougher to go out at night and beat up all the bad guys when your family's at home and like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
All right, Andy, who are you, and what's your relationship to your family?
I am Wu Tang, the Hobgoblin Samurai Assassin, and my parents are dead.
How?
I killed them.
Oh.
You killed them.
Yes.
Why did you kill them?
They were rising against the hierarchy.
Oh, they were like rebels, and you caught them in the act
Yeah.
after being like, indoctrinized. You went back home and killed them.
Yes.
That is very dishonorable for them to rise against.
Hey,
the
he had to
established
save the
order.
family honor.
How dare they? They brought this on themselves.
Maybe they had a good reason. Maybe it was an
Well,
unjust.
now I know they
Looking
do.
back
At the
now,
time,
20 Vision being 2020, I mean, it's pretty sure they were right.
well, you feel bad about
This really is the darkest season. Thanks. All right.
And then I guess I have like 20 sisters and 30 brothers or whatever. But
20
I don't know
sisters
where
and
they
30
What the
brothers.
fuck? How is that possible?
are.
Y'all gestate in like 3 months?
Hobgoblins breed like nobody's business.
They're rabbits.
Like in batches or what?
Is there a litter?
breeding
Is there a
process.
litter at a time?
This is like,
Well, when a daddy hobgoblin and a mommy hobgoblin love each other very much,
but they had 50 of you.
they go on a 3-month just banging binge,
Uh-huh.
just spitting out babies like just crazy.
Like a baby machine
Just
gun.
imagine after their lovemaking, it's like a bad bender, and your mom wakes up and just throws up a baby every day. We're retconning. This is literally how hobgoblins work.
Wow. How are they not taken over the world yet?
I mean, they do have an entire empire, so just wait and see.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, who are you, and what's your relationship to your family?
Hello, I am Drizzlejaw, the world's worst wizard, and I am an orphan.
You're an orphan.
Yeah, that was established in my character sheet.
I see that.
I didn't read it.
Actually, I don't
didn't-
see that in your thing.
Yeah, I didn't write it down, but it was assumed in my character sheet.
Oh,
I never
okay.
mentioned them.
Because
As
you
a
never
young
noticed your
child-
family, they were.
Heavily implied.
Omission of information is information.
He was
As a
born
young-
on a dark day in the Green Forest, and that's the last time you hear about any parents.
As a young child, I did whittle a piece of wood to look like my father, what I assumed him to look like, but it burned down pretty quickly. So
Wow.
A
That's
bully
sad
at school
story.
threw it in the fire. The second I was done with it.
That's just sad. My mind
Yeah,
was
that's
dark,
just
it was sad.
All I
And
know
my
is that.
quest is to find my parents.
That's
No,
what I was gonna say. We're gonna find Drizzlejaw's parents will show up now that we know that they've been lost to time.
Oh, spoiler alert! I killed.
Oh. All right,
Listen.
Britt,
Not
tell
canon,
us
not
about
canon.
who you are and your relationship to your parents.
Xerxes, Ranger, orphans, never knew his parents.
Hell yeah.
Never knew his parents.
Wow.
Who were you raised
What a
by?
cop-out.
Drizzlejaw and Xerxes. Who were you raised by as orphans?
The streets.
The streets. Okay.
Raised by the streets.
Raised by the streets, but somehow ended up in wizard school. Okay. And
Yeah, how does
Xerxes.
that work?
He got 70s all his life.
It's becoming very clear you didn't read my background, Tyler.
Maybe I did. I just want everyone else to know it.
Oh, maybe I don't want everyone else to know it.
But you're not telling them literally. You're telling us out of character.
Okay, raised by a ranger enclave.
There you go. Raised by a ranger guy. I've definitely read it. I had not read Chris's because it didn't have one to begin with.
Was it Randy Ranger Hands?
It's been there for a
Was
while.
it Randy Ranger Hands? All right, Alex. I think we know most of your story. Do you have anything else to add to it, or to recap?
Not just a recap. I killed my father. He abused me, and because I was different from all the other Dragonborn, and my mother hates me as well. And then I had to flee my lands.
But you have one brother that you have a good relationship with. Who
I
met
have a
last
brother that
couple sessions ago.
that helped me escape after killing my father. So.
Hey, it's a pretty good brother. Hey, did you just
He
kill
is.
Dad? I'll help you get out of here.
Well, he knew I was being abused, so.
Exactly. Okay, so in the wilderness, it's cold, but you guys have some cold weather clothing because we painted it up. And you're you're not lost, but you don't exactly know where you are, where you're going. So I guess let's review what your plan is.
I didn't replace those fans a long time ago.
We are definitely going to put Colin on mute. No. We're going to head southwest to the passage that goes through the mountains, the dwarf passage.
So you want to try to go to the dwarf underway.
Yeah, that's probably the best bet instead of traveling through this.
It's probably better than climbing the mountain or trying to go over the mountain.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, these are extremely tall mountains. They are similar to the Himalayas in height. So finding a pass through them would be difficult. Not impossible, but difficult, and made more difficult by the fact that it is winter. We are in the start of winter.
And there's frost giants everywhere.
Well, the frost giants live in the glaciers north of you.
Okay.
Mainly. I guess there could be frost giants in the mountains too. That's a fair assumption.
That's an assumption I would make because I don't really know.
Okay. So y'all are just going to continue to just head across the wilderness, south and west?
Yep.
I want the wilderness man to maybe try and wildernise.
Wildernise?
I mean, I don't know how clear I can make this, but I'm not that kind of ranger, but okay.
He's a ranger of the forest, he's said many times, and he's really good at going through the forest. But he's also more just the hunt animals down ranger.
Well, I'm a Dragonborn, and I don't know anything worth tracking, so you're probably better than any of us.
Apparently, Wu-Tang comes from a civilization where most things are civilized, so he has no idea either. He's like, what do you mean there's not roads?
Pick up a stick and I try to eat it.
Torn with great survival. Okay. So you're pretty sure you're headed in the right direction according to the map. Which you don't know is it doesn't have any type of scale on it. It just is a drawn map.
Yeah, pretty much exactly what we have.
Jace knows that there are directions. But he's not sure which ones they are. He turns and he points towards the sun. He goes, I'm pretty sure that's left, guys. So y'all are really good at knowing where you are. So all you do know is that you can head towards the mountains. So I'm assuming you're going to head out towards the mountains.
We are.
Okay. So let's say you travel for 3 or 4 days. See if anything happens along the way.
I'll allow it.
I'm assuming we're setting up our normal camps like we've been setting up.
2 and 2. I think that's a good idea.
Who are the two watches? I should be on the one that.
I think it was me and Torin.
Yep. Because you have dark
Torin and
vision.
Jace are the first watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
we should be together.
Leoric and Wu-Tang were the second watch, I think.
Okay.
I think. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That sounds right.
Okay. So, Wu-Tang and Torin on the first night, everything's pretty clear. There is more night now, so it's slowing you down. Unless you want to travel at night, you're losing nighttime hours. Every day, the light is a little bit shorter because you are in the Northlands in the wintertime. So, but
I'd be fine with taking that risk if other people are.
So,
like an hour or two.
I
okay
have night vision.
I have night vision.
I'll probably need light to travel.
So
Let me be your light.
on the second night, a meteorite passes over your head, and
what?
goes the direction that you're headed, and hits the ground somewhere multiple kilometers away.
What does? I didn't hear
A
what you said.
meteorite.
A meteorite. Okay.
A
Could be some
meteorite.
exotic metals in there.
But it's somewhere up ahead. Like you would have to travel to find it eventually. So, but it
I would
is in the
like to-
direction that you're kind of headed. So
Yeah, I'd
I
kinda like
say
to
we,
go and
I say we
investigate
check it out for sure.
Could be
I'd like
aliens.
to investigate it.
It's bad luck to look for a meteorite.
explain.
What do you mean? That's the rules. It's bad luck to look for a meteorite. Every gnome knows this.
Let me insight check this, or maybe history check it.
History
Let me
check.
History check.
I'll do insight.
Is there a history of superstitions of this type, Tyler?
There are.
Hmm.
There's a history of superstitions. Usually, strange sights and things are seen around people. People that go looking for meteorites usually, if they come back at all, they come back with strange stories. But it's
Do
like
they
it's
all-
not like a proven thing though. It's definitely like old
old
wives'
wives' tale type
tales
thing.
and like myths and stuff like that. There's like a couple stories, many of them gnome.
Mhm.
Like children's stories about how like don't go looking for the meteorite, like the spaceman gonna get you type of thing. Like
So, do they all agree that it's a bad thing?
no, there's definitely other cultures that
There's
say
other
other
ones that
things.
think it's like a good sign.
Yeah,
Yeah. Not all the historical texts agree that it's a bad omen. And I think there could be some value in checking it out, seeing what's over there.
I think I've looked through all the historical
I'm gonna
documents
say
enough to determine
persuasion.
statistically that it is likely not a good idea to look for that. meteorite.
is that what your intelligence save was?
Yeah.
Intelligence save. No, I refuse your facts because I have better facts than you.
I reject your reality and I substitute it with my own.
The orc is trying to persuade, so I guess if someone wants to resist his persuasions, unless your intelligence save is what you're saying is you're
I
resisting
turned to
that.
Alec, turned to
I'm
Torin, and
saying,
I'm
yeah,
like,
by-
there could be great reward over
I'm
there.
using my massive
well.
brain.
Wait. Well, I had to go to the bathroom. What happened?
A meteorite came
meteorite.
overhead and landed. There's
Okay.
apparently history of stories in gnome culture specifically about how it's a bad omen and you don't go looking for meteorites. But the orc has other evidence that suggests that that's not true, and he believes that you should go check out the meteorite.
And I think there would be great rewards at the other end of that meteorite crash. I think we should go and check it out. Maybe some rare metals.
Ooh.
Somewhere
Maybe
under the
some guy.
meteorite crash.
I want to be abducted by aliens.
Well, okay, so
I want this campaign to take a turn.
Because he rolled so high, I love treasure and rare metals. I think I side with Luaric.
Is it going to be a vote? Is that what it's coming down to?
I'd
I
like
mean-
to go check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 3.
Yeah. Democracy always works.
Okay. Well, it's 3 against anyone else voting no. Don't check out a meteor site that's in the same direction that you're headed.
Well, I could always go like zip in and zip out real quick, see what's going on.
It's like a day or 2 away. We're just saying
Oh.
if you're going to go try to look for it or not.
that's
Mhm.
that's a different story. I thought it was like over the ridge.
No.
Nah.
It's like, you're headed that way. You could slow down and look for it. Or you
Yeah.
could just keep full speed ahead and just keep going.
Is it on our path of
It's-
direction we're headed?
It's in the general direction you're headed, yes.
Okay. Well, we'll
We
maybe
can kill
kind
two
of
birds with one
steer
stone
for,
as
we'll
well.
just maybe if we stumble upon it, we stumble upon it. We'll head in that general direction, and maybe we'll see it. If we don't, we don't. And that's it.
All right.
That's
It
what
just
I
it
think.
really just means you'll have to make
Great
some
for that
survival
meteorite.
checks to see if you want to find it or not. If you are able to find any clues.
You said survival check.
Yeah, as we travel, not right now. So you guys head out the next day.
Inspiration point.
Inspiration? Ain't no inspiration.
Oh no, I don't have that.
Okay. So you guys head out again. Again, the nights are getting longer, and the weather's getting colder. Can I get some survival checks on
I think my 0 is probably
trying to
still-
track down
but then prematurely.
meteorites? Wu-Tang's very sure the meteorite hit in this general direction. Jace can smell it.
All I see is black screen. Are you trying to show something?
You can see a black screen on my screen?
No, on my screen, all I see is black.
Yeah, I'm not trying to show you anything.
You said
Okay.
this general direction, so I don't know what that means.
What do you mean? I just
You
said the
said in
general
this
direction that
general
you're heading.
general
General direction.
We determined
Never
your direction, and then I said that direction.
Okay,
Yeah, I said at the beginning that I took you guys off a normal
that's fine.
screen because I changed that screen and forgot that was the one you guys were on.
Okay.
And none of the screens that I can put you on make any sense other than a black screen.
Mm-hmm.
So, just a little bit behind the curtain. So far, we've succeeded on a single survival check. You have to succeed on 2 more survival checks to find the thing. So, again, night falls, and with the 22 survival check, Wu-Tang, you also think that the weather could be turning soon-ish in the next couple days, but you're not a weatherman, so you don't
I
know
ain't
for
no
sure.
meteorologist.
Turning how?
Meteorologist.
Yeah.
Get it?
What does that mean? Turning. It's going to turn for the worse.
He doesn't know. He feels like there's change upon the air with his high survival check.
What does it feel
Really?
now? Like now? Is it
Right
calm?
now,
Is
it's
it windy?
calm and clear and probably below freezing. If you didn't have warm weather clothing, you would be making Constitution checks.
Thanks to Jace. He drew us some clothes.
Could be turning warm.
Well-
Good. That's what we want.
All he knows is that it could be changing. So, you guys continue on, and the next day you need to make a survival checks to track down the meteorite if you want to track it down.
Ooh, nice. Good job, Wu-Tang.
I'm good
Wu-Tang.
at surviving.
Wu-Tang again.
I need to be talking to Wu-Tang. I'm slowly
Yeah,
starting to
Xerxes.
Brit or Xerxes doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to
He's just really good with a bow.
tracking.
You just really go to the bow, guys. Wu-Tang, why do you have a +6 survival?
It's one of the things I put in a proficiency for.
Oh, that's right. You have it because you're like.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's a bounty hunter. That's why.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, again, you succeeded the check, and y'all are headed in the right direction for what you think is where the meteorite would be.
Where'd you learn how to track, Wu-Tang? What is?
For
I never knew
the
that you had these skills.
several years, I've been tracking people down.
A useful skill.
My old master, Old Dirty Bastard, taught me many things.
Oh, dirty bastard.
Is that like a
Why would
translation
he call it
from
Old Dirty
Hobgoblin?
No, this
that a
is in this is in the normal continent, not the Hobgoblin continent.
Why was he called Old Dirty Bastard?
Oh,
I
he was
wonder.
old. He was very dirty. But contrary to belief, he was actually quite kind.
But he was a bastard, right?
No, he was not.
Like
a
no,
bastard.
like literally, like he was the bastard son.
No,
Oh, then why they call him bastard?
I don't know. It just made sense.
Okay.
Wait,
So you
can we
guys-
go Ghostface Killer then?
Ghostface Killer. Who's this?
Always wanted to meet him.
Terrible. Okay. Make another survival check for the next day.
Huh.
Oh,
Oh,
uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Xerxes!
Xerxes
Oh.
saving us.
Xerxes
Proving me wrong.
saves the day. It makes sense too because you've entered an area that's a little more wooded, and there's a small like creek that seems to be resisting freezing over. This area doesn't seem as snowy as the area that you were recently in. There had been snows before this, but it hadn't snowed in a couple days for sure, and it had just been very cold. So as you guys come, there's actually a like crash area for the meteorite. Let me get you on the right page and kind of set you up. So you come to an area where there's like a couple little cliffs looking down this river, and you can see this chunk of rock from the boom.
Oh.
So
Something map.
Raisin.
you can see down below you. There's also here, let you
Wow.
see this area around you.
You
So
were
down
prepared
below,
with this map. Look at that.
so there's a space rock or
Or
something.
like you found a map and then built a story around it.
No, he illustrated this by hand.
Really?
Haven't
Oh
you
my
seen my
gosh.
world map? And don't you know my illustration skills?
Oh yeah. Well, that was like what 15 years ago. You've been practicing since then.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so you guys come to this little river area, and there is a chunk of some type of strange material across the little creek.
It's a symbiote.
A symbiote?
Symbiote.
Like Venom? Is that what you think it is?
No, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is where it is. You can see it. What do you want to do? It does appear still hot.
We should leave. We should leave.
I want to move forward and
Huh.
just look at my surroundings.
You
How
wanna make
far
some
is
some
the cliff
perception
down?
checks?
Withdrawn to the meteor.
You said you were going to look for perception checks?
Well, I want to look around and see if they knew about anything else was the meteor.
So it looks like it came in kind of over where your heads would be right now, and just like hit the ground and didn't really slide like you think it would. So it must have came down a pretty hard angle. Obviously, the blast knocked over many trees and stuff like that. Some of them are singed, and there's a pretty good crater. I don't know if you can see it super well from where you're at, but it does have like almost like worked metal to you. Like it almost looks not natural, but without a closer look, you wouldn't be sure. It also
I could
looks
go
very
down and
damaged if it was. So you're not sure if it's just like some weird hunk of like space metal that you're unclear about like how it looks in its natural form, or if it's some type of something else. You would have to go closer to look.
I can
wanna
check
go
it out.
and investigate. Do I have to climb down, or can I just?
I mean, you'll just move down. There's a way down to the south too, around. It would just take you longer.
How deep
so
is
either
this
way.
stream?
The stream, it's only a couple feet deep at most, like 3 or
Okay.
4 at most. So you could easily
Can
wade
I
across.
look again from here?
From here, it's actually harder to see because it's kind of down in a crater.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually about 5 to 10 feet deep, but it's a pretty, it's not a hugely deep slope.
I want to listen to my surroundings.
Perception checks.
Nope.
My blind sense is active.
I'm gonna follow Torin as we go.
So Torn's going in, you're following him. Always got Jace's
I
werewolf
want to move
guy.
to the lip of the
Hanging out.
comet, actually.
You're gonna go all the way to the lip to look in? Okay.
Yeah.
And then we've got our 2 hanger
Hold on, hold here.
Hanging
Hold here.
back.
Let me see if do I sense anything? Is it vibrating? Is it humming?
no.
Does it smell?
It smells like burnt metal, like
Okay.
charred metal. And Xerxes, from where you are, you haven't seen anything new. Wu-Tang, from where you're not really seeing anything new. Torin, Jace, New York, yeah, no. It looks, again, you're unsure. It's so alien looking to you that you're not sure if it's like it's still warm. You could tell it's like giving off heat. It looks like it might have been broken or something, like on one end, like here. Like maybe part of it broke off or is broken open. There may even be like a cavity inside of it, but you're unsure unless you get closer. But other than that, it looks almost like worked metal, or like it maybe melted down in the sky, and you're unsure. It's not your expertise of metal. If you had a forge cleric here, they could tell you more.
Too late for that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you're gonna go closer?
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, closer means you have to go down inside of it.
Okay.
Is that close enough?
Make a perception check. It's gonna be the harder perception check is gonna be the easier the closer you are. So yeah, there definitely looks like there's some type of opening, and it like almost is like hollow inside.
Ooh.
Do you tell me that?
I yell out, "Hey, it's hollow inside."
You think
I yell it out.
think it's hollow inside.
I
Do
think
you
it's
sense
hollow.
anything in there?
Yeah. Do I?
You do not. It is empty.
Okay.
Is the ground like molten around it? Can I walk towards it?
Yeah, you can walk towards. The ground is cool. It's just the actual thing that seems still a little warm.
Okay. I want to look inside.
Okay, make an investigation check inside of it.
Okay.
God.
So, again, investigating it, it is kind of warm, but it's not what you thought. It's almost glowing like it's warm, but it seems to be some type of like lights or something. Nothing you've ever seen before. But they're actually like cool to the touch. The metal is cool to the touch. But it does have a little bit of warmth to it. It's strange. It's definitely not like burning like something that's like still burning from like falling from the sky. From what you would think. It does have some type of like it's glowing because there's like lights and things on it. These strange looking lights. It's not actually glowing as like a hot rock when you get up and actually touch it. And inside there's a bunch of really weird things that you really don't know. Torin's like completely baffled by everything that's inside. He's like, what the hell is this? And on this side, you can actually see out. It's transparent and it looks out into the forest. Everybody make a perception check.
Woo!
Xerxes, he's Hawkeye up there. He's like, whoo, wah. So Xerxes, what you see is somehow, through your low perception before this point, as you start to focus in on your perception, there seems to be a man, and he is in the bushes right next to Drizzlejaw. And everybody roll initiative.
No.
You thought you were safe back there.
We didn't heal, did we? Or did we?
We didn't.
Oh,
I mean, you've been resting like as
Okay.
like days. Wu-Tang's at a 22. Xerxes has a 15. Drizzle has a
I'm gonna transform.
14.
Transform.
Drizzle goes first. This is the higher initiative.
Only at this point, only Xerxes is gonna have the first turn with this person.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah, y'all don't know what's going on. Especially with an 8 initiative, you're way behind.
Oh, yeah. But I'm not gonna like unless they're loud, I'm not gonna hear it inside.
Wait, is this a surprise round?
This is a surprise round.
Oh, I have alert, so I take action on the surprise round.
Wait, do I make an action?
No.
Oh. Jace? Okay, never mind.
Wu-Tang does, but
Well, I can transform whenever initiative happens.
yeah, but you
Oh,
won't
okay,
you won't start your initiative like really till like the next turn. What am I missing? I'm missing Jace. Jace. 9. Let's see. Who goes first? Xerxes. Ooh, Xerxes, what's your dex? It's high. It's like 18.
It was 18.
Okay, so you're gonna go first. So a split second before this person can act, because you spotted them with your very high thing, you see a man and there's blood on his face in the bushes.
Okay.
It's literally a picture of a man with blood on his face.
Should have used the Patrick Bateman picture.
Whoa.
Is
Couldn't
that
find
Shia
it.
LaBeouf?
It is Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my god.
This
Shia
man,
LaBeouf landed
this
on
man
the
looks
planet.
like he has hate in his eyes, and he's moving towards Drizzlejaw. What are you doing? You have the first action.
Definitely Shia LaBeouf.
As a free action, I shout out to alert Drizzlejaw,
Okay.
and then I shoot the man with an arrow.
Shoot at him. That's a hit.
Okay, he takes 9 damage.
Okay.
I shoot with my second attack.
Hit also.
He takes
A lot.
19 damage.
Okay. So 28 damage to that person. So at this point, almost on all fours, he like starts sprinting across the way and charges at Drizzlejaw. And out of almost nowhere, like even you didn't see it at first, Xerxes, he pulls out a knife and a hand axe, and he attacks Drizzlejaw. So it's knife attack. Both miss.
Father?
Shut up.
Death speaks, man.
Wu-Tang, you heard Xerxes shout out, plus you were like you had just the tingling on your neck that something was going on. So
Spider sense.
what are you doing right now? You know something's happening. You don't know where.
With my sixth sense skills, I know exactly where it's happening.
Oh, you do?
Of course.
Why don't you make a perception check to see exactly where you know it's happening?
Man. Do I hear the sound of combat?
No, because nobody's like really made any noises. But you look around, and with your very good perception, you see a man in a strange suit that you like armor or something. You're not sure what it is. With blood all over him, including his face, attacking Drizzle on the cliffside.
Oh no. Right. I move up here. And then I say, oh no. Wait, how far was that? 80 feet. Yeah, I can't throw a dagger at it, so.
You can probably
Okay,
throw your dagger at
So you're
disadvantage.
moving that way. While you move that way, make a dex saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Right here. Okay, so as you head that way towards the river, you are about to like jump over like one of the broken down like trees. And at the last second, you jump a little higher, and on the other side of the down tree is some type of like bear trap looking thing. And you
Ooh.
narrowly don't step on it as you jump over the tree. And you do continue to that spot. So what are you doing now?
This motherfucker. I guess I'll double move. How deep is this river? Can
Oh,
I
like-
tell?
It would be difficult terrain.
Okay, so I can only get like halfway through it.
Yeah, you can probably go one more, just because you're not technically in the river yet. Yeah. So you start wading through the river.
Huh.
Okay.
And then 60 feet. Bonus action.
Okay. Throwing dagger. Throw a throwing dagger. It does hit him.
That
And does
is,
11 damage depending on what you got.
Hold on. I never have this ready. That is lightning damage.
Okay.
Lightning bolt.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so you throw a knife at him, and it does stick into him. And then, after it sticks into him, he turns and looks at you.
Ooh.
Like, what up, bro?
And you can see, like, in his eyes from 60 feet away that there's death in his eyes. And make a wisdom saving throw.
F in his eyes. What the fuck? Wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Did he kill me?
No.
So that death in his eyes that you saw terrifies you.
Oh,
And you have to use your next turn to run away as far as possible. As long as you don't have to use your dash though. You have to use all of your movement of your move though. And you waste your turn hyperventilating in fear. And then at the end of your turn, you'll make another save. But you are scared to death of this man that has death in his eyes.
spooky spaceman.
And then it is your turn again right now.
Immediately, I run
Because
away.
you are number one. So you have to move at least your full movement away from him. And then you can't take any other actions. You don't
So
have to
does that-
dash, though.
Does that count difficult terrain?
Yeah, so go 20 feet. Back to kind of where you were. Yeah.
Okay.
Is he screaming or something?
Ah! Oh no!
Apparently.
Help!
And now after screaming and running, he's hyperventilating now. And you can do nothing
Help,
else.
Spooky man!
And next is Xerxes again.
Okay. I have to take disadvantage if I shoot when he's in range of Grizzlejaw.
Yes. I think. Yeah, unless you get the sharpshooter thing. Feet.
Yeah, do not have that. All right, I move here for a little bit better shot at this situation. But I still shoot at him.
Okay.
Ooh. Didn't hit him.
Ow!
You get a 12 when you roll a 1? Damn.
I know. How crazy is that?
So you
Did you hit
shoot
Drizzle
and
Jaw?
miss.
Oh, you hit Drizzle Jaw.
Stop trying to kill yourself.
Try again.
I mean, if you shoot it, he really should roll 50-50, but I mean.
And again, you miss. So twice without trying to hit Drizzlejaw, you miss. That's the key thing here. He's trying not to hit Drizzlejaw, and that's why he's taking disadvantage. We can only assume. That's why he's missing.
yeah.
So after you, this man goes again, and he
That doesn't
attacks.
sound like Xerxes.
He attacks. So he which one am I at? Yeah, there we go. So he attacks with his knife. Misses. Then he attacks with his axe and crits you.
Or does he?
Oh, I'll reroll. What about a 17?
Yeah, it hits me.
Okay, so it's not a crit, but it does hit you still. Then his knife again. Also a 17.
Still hits
And
me.
so he hit you with 2 knives. And then he tries to bite you. And he misses.
Seen this before.
Space madness.
Where's the dice? There we go. So 2. It's a axe, which does.
Is it Strahd?
Could be.
That's gonna be 10 damage with his axe. And 4 damage with his knife.
Wow.
And then it is Torin's turn, I think. Yeah.
Do I know what's going on?
Andy was yelling about something. Make a perception check. Yes, you see something's going on the cliffside. There's a man attacking wildly with a knife and axe at Drizzle. And you see Wu-Tang running back towards y'all, like frightened and like hyperventilating. You just go sprinting off towards the river.
I'm gonna make another perception check. Do I see what's going on up on the? Do I see Drizzle's fighting with that guy?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's. I wouldn't say he's fighting him. I'd say he's being stabbed by him.
Oh shit!
Ha! He's not offering no resistance.
He's offering no resistance. He's just like, what? He's just getting. It's like a prison shanking. He's just like, what? And it's just. As the guy shakes him a couple times.
It's. If I dash, I can't really do anything, right? After that, how does that work? Can I take a bonus action
Can you take a bonus action?
after dashing?
I mean, what's the bonus action?
It'd be a claw attack.
No. You
I
have
think
to
you can
attack.
cast your spell out of your ring.
That's true.
That's- if
You,
you
could-
could-
how far-
you can use
how-
a bonus action. You just can't use a bonus action to attack as part of like flurry of blows, unless
So you have to
it's
attack,
part of attack.
normally.
Oh no!
Yeah, you have to
I
get the attack.
No, I have to make a attack with a monk weapon or an unarmed weapon. Then I can make an extra attack
Yeah.
with that.
So you can't use a
Okay.
bonus action to make an attack unless you attack, which would be hard.
I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be able to do anything after that.
Do you have the thing
So
where you
you
can
can
run
do
over water?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you don't.
I
take-
ignore rough.
Shit.
I ignore.
Yeah.
I ignore rough terrain as well. So
Yeah, that's part of that. That's what I'm saying.
I had those
So-
feather step boots. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
Whoops. It doesn't matter.
So
I
you
think you're right
ran
there.
all the way to there. Okay.
Yep.
Anything else?
And that is my turn.
So you just start sprinting his way. And as you run across the water, the guy looks at you with his axe and throws it offhand at you.
Woo!
All right, where? Like right here?
Yeah.
Okay, do it, bitch.
He gets a 20 to hit.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
It ties, but I'm gonna catch it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use a Kai point to throw it back at him.
Okay. Well, do it. Do your thing.
So
Don't I have to... Wait, is it only on a hit? So you're saying it's a hit? 'Cause I thought you only catch it if it's a
I
hit.
Let me read that. I think it
Do you-
is only a hit.
Do you
but
want it to hit you so that you can try to catch it?
Yeah. I mean, I have. It's the damage.
Okay,
reduction
that's
is
what we'll say
crazy.
then. So you're letting it hit you, quote unquote, because you're going to try to just grab it out of the air.
Hold on. The third level, you can reaction, deflect, or catch hits by range. Okay. It's D10 plus your dex plus your modifier plus your monk level.
Yeah, so high. So I
Yeah.
just have to roll the damage. So your damage
Yeah.
is 11. So I think you beat that.
Oh, I
easily.
don't even have to roll for that.
Yeah, so you don't.
There's no
You just
possible
catch it
way.
out of the air, and then you're using a Kai point to throw it back at him.
And so
Okay.
then I would do. I'm going to use my javelin.
Damage. It's just
attack.
it's
Yeah.
1d6 plus your dex.
Is a axe magical?
The axe that he threw at you.
Okay, so it's going to be javelin attack. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, so it just goes. You throw it back at him, but it doesn't actually hit him.
Okay.
Okay.
But I still end up here.
And then it's Drizzlejaw's turn.
Did I get an attack of opportunity when he did that?
No. That's not a thing. That's not a thing.
That's not a thing.
So
Well, hmm. We're gonna hit him with the sphere.
hit him with a sphere. Okay, so he has to make a saving throw, right?
The sphere.
Yeah, deck save.
Rolling off the shit. Oh no, he makes that. So you go
Or
to do
does
that,
he?
and he like falls to all four again, and your spell like doesn't wrap around him, and it dissipates.
Or does he?
Have you done that this turn? I guess this is your new turn, right? It's a reaction.
New turn.
Okay, I'll try again. What's the saving throw? Like 17?
17, yeah.
You do trap him.
Oh,
Make
It did it.
sure.
Good
Okay.
job.
Yep, he's trapped.
Good
He's a man
job.
that looks very much like Shia LaBeouf, but he's wearing some type of weird clothing or armor, and he has death in his eyes, and he's
I
trapped.
attempt to roll the ball off the cliff.
Okay. Make a strength check for your movement for this turn, I guess. Yep, you roll it off the cliff. It rolls towards Torin. Torin, make a
Hell
dex saving
yeah.
throw. Torin, make a dex saving throw. Your easiest one. Oh, you failed though. The sphere just smacks into you,
I have a +8.
and you take 5 damage from the sphere. And let me make a. He's kind of rolling around inside, but he doesn't really seem like that hurt. He hits the ground and he takes a little bit of damage too. But he
So he's
just
not in,
gets
like,
back up
extended
and
animation or anything. He's just
no, he's
in
just
the
in
sphere.
like a hamster ball, and he slowed down because he hit Torin, and they're right here.
Okay.
I yell out, "Tell me when you want me to drop the sphere." Turnover.
Turn over. Okay. So it's Jace's turn. Jace, make a perception check. I'm pretty sure you heard that though, because you're a werewolf, right?
Yes.
Oh, let me find your werewolf. There it is.
I may not have.
Oh.
You've heard some commotion, and you saw Torin run by you. That's the main thing. So you look in the right direction, and you see something's going on. Drizzle Josh shouting something, but you didn't really hear what he said. And Torin's got one of those hamster ball things in front of him that he just got hit by. You're unsure if there's an enemy trapped inside a hamster ball, or if Drizzlejaw just used the hamster ball to attack Torin. Like rolling a hamster ball down the hill at him.
Seems pretty likely.
Okay.
You also don't see
I
Xerxes,
guess-
so it could be Xerxes inside the hamster ball.
I'll run to the other side of the creek,
Okay. Do you ignore difficult
and
terrain,
that's about
or is it just climbing?
just climbing, I think.
Okay, so it's difficult terrain.
How
once you
far?
get
How wide is it?
It's 15 feet wide. So
I'd be able to
3
jump it.
squares of double or jumping it. Yeah, you could jump it. Yeah, you
Is
can just
that
straight
an
up jump it, right?
acrobatics?
No, it's nothing. You just have
Yeah.
like it goes off your strength check and stuff like that. So as long as your strength
Okay.
score is high enough, and you get to add more to it, like 50%, right? I want to say we talked about this before when you're
Yeah.
jumping from rooftops. So yeah, you can run and jump, and it just counts as normal movement instead of hazardous terrain.
That's as far as I can go.
Okay.
We go farther, but I can't do anything else if I did that. So.
Okay.
Can I like ready action? I guess
For what?
a bite attack.
No. What would trigger it?
The guy in the hamster ball trying to attack me.
But you don't know who it is. You still want to you're just ready to attack whatever's in there?
Damn it! I'm
Torin's,
closer though.
Torin's big ass is in the way. That's the problem.
You asshole, Torin.
Yeah. It looks like Torn's trying to fight it. I think so. I will still just ready to attack whatever's in the ball.
So if
You've seen the
something
ball before.
if something from that ball that you've kind of seen before comes out and it tries to attack you and goes into your like range, you'll make an attack.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Leoric. Somebody like doing dishes over
Who's
there?
in the kitchen?
Yeah,
Who
who's
is,
banging
like,
dishes
Oh,
around?
sorry about that. I was getting ice out of my.
Are you like doing dishes right now? Jesus.
You're
Well,
up
this-
also. You're also up.
What have I heard?
Make a perception check.
Oh shit. Do I at least hear Andy screaming?
You see Andy hyperventilating. You saw Torin and Jace run across the way, and you saw a one of the hamster ball things that you know is a spell of Chris's or Drizzle's. That's it. That's all you know.
Move here with my first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I run past, I run past Wu-Tang, I say, Get your head together, you coward. As he
Okay.
falls within my aura of courage, and he is no longer affected by frightened.
He's no longer affected automatically? Or does he get
As
like an
long
extra
as-
save?
Starting at the 10th level, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you can't be frightened while you are conscious.
Dang! So he just ran over and was like, "Get yourself
That's
together,
pretty great.
coward!" And immediately, Wu Tang is no longer afraid.
Fuck you.
it just pissed him off. He says, "Fuck you."
Also, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So then, after that, Wu Tang gets to go, and he doesn't have to make a save because he's already
Yay!
beat it.
All right. So I just see this ball over here.
Yeah, pretty much. You don't know what else happened because you ran
Cool.
away. You do know that there's an enemy though.
I know there was something over here, so that's it. My turn's over.
Oh shit! I forgot to do that. I meant to add something to this person.
Is it a gun? Does he have a deagle?
He does not have a deagle.
He's got to have a ray gun.
Xerxes, what are you doing?
Oh, please.
So he's still in the hamster ball?
Yes, nothing else has happened other than it rolling down the hill and people trying to figure out what's going on.
Hey, I guess. I assume he's going to be let out of the hamster ball eventually.
I mean,
Move
that's what what's his
here.
name said. Drizzle.
Do what? Sorry.
Drizzle said, "Let me know when you want me to take down the sphere." That was the last thing that he said.
Drizzle has
Lord,
named the end.
I ready action to shoot him as soon as the hamster ball is released, and I have a clear shot from here.
Okay.
Okay.
I hear my
And
stomach
while I'm
sounds.
at it, I'm going to do a perception check and make sure that's the only thing going around.
Okay.
I don't see any other.
As
Bloody
far as you
face.
can tell, there's no other bloody face figures around.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Next, this creature inside looks like a person, but again, very strange attire. He is covered in blood. He gets like very still and just starts staring down like everybody. Like he just kind of not like hectic, but just slowly staring down each of you, switching between you. And there's a tension in his body, like he's ready to spring. And that's his turn, and then it is Torrin's turn.
Oh, perfect timing. Is the shield still up?
Yes.
I'm going to ready action for that to be down. The sphere to be down.
Okay.
And when it is down, I will attack.
Okay. So ready to action, ready to action, ready action. Drizzlejaw, it's your turn.
I stopped concentrating on the spell.
Okay, so it's now dropped. Everyone that had a ready action, or sorry, just Torrin and Xerxes, you can attack now.
Who's first?
It doesn't matter. You guys are just both attacking as soon as it comes down.
I will go first.
All right.
Okay. Okay. That is. Are you still doing the thing where you're taking disadvantage because he's fighting him?
No, I'm not taking disadvantage anymore.
Okay. You hit him.
If you let me decide, I'm not taking a disadvantage.
I mean, he's on the other side. I think it's okay.
I did not do a lot of damage to him.
So you do.
10 damage. Do I get another? I get my expert too, right?
Yes, you do. So another arrow into him.
All right, that's the damage I get.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. You're unsure if he's bloodied or if it's just all the blood all over his clothes, but there's a couple arrows sticking out of him. And then Torn, do your attacks.
And
Your
my
ready
dagger.
action.
All right. I'll do flurry of blows. So axe attack.
That's it.
Stunning strike. So con save of, I think it's like 14, 15,
15.
15
Oh,
con save.
You're trying to do what?
Stunning
prone?
strike.
Oh, stunning strike. Sorry. You said 14. He fails. He's stunned.
Okay, every attack of this will be at advantage.
Also a
Okay.
hit. So that's okay.
All right, claw attack at 1d8.
Okay.
Okay. Claw attack. All right, and he is going to be knocked prone and he automatically fails, I think, because if he's stunned. Or a disadvantage. I think he takes a dex saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay. At another, it's like 14, right?
No, 15.
15.
Dex.
Leveled or what?
No, it's 15. It's
Okay.
I misspoke. It's 15.
Okay. So he's prone.
Okay, and then one more. God dang, so many attacks. Hold on. Where'd I go? Claw attack. One more claw attack. Ah.
That's a miss.
Close.
That-
Even at advantage.
I know. Yep.
As he falls, you miss him.
So
Because
he's stunned. He is stunned and prone
Yes.
until the end of my next turn.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so
After.
fuck.
Okay, so now. Wu Tang said you're throwing a dagger or something too as a ready action.
No,
No.
I didn't ready an action.
Okay. You said something about a dagger. I didn't know what you
Oh
were
no, I
saying.
said that my dagger was also in him when you said he was full of arrows.
Oh, okay. Okay, Drizzle, what are you actually doing on your turn then?
Is he looking hurt, or what was he looking like?
Last time we said after he took a bunch of arrows that so he's covered in arrows now, and he's just got hit a bunch by Torin, but you're unsure if it's his blood on his clothes or the blood that was there to begin with.
Hold monster.
Hold monster. Okay. So we've got another saving throw, this time at disadvantage. We're just going to do every type of way to disable this person. I mean, he's already paralyzed.
I'm
Do you-
paralyzing him better.
You're paralyzing him. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Yep. He's paralyzed.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, wrong thing.
Done.
Paralyzed now. All of the things that can be
Concentration
done to
10
him.
minutes? Holy shit.
Yeah, hold monster, dude. Plant a
is
flag in
insane.
him. He's on the ground, stunned, and now he's paralyzed by a spell.
Oh, it's level 5, though.
Yeah, it's a high level spell. Okay, that's your turn.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere, team.
All right, Jace, what are you doing? Jace.
I'm attack him.
Okay, he's on the ground, stunned, and now he seems to have gone rigid, like he's been paralyzed by a spell.
Good deal. So hopefully I can bite him.
You get automatic advantage on all your attacks. Probably more than that, actually.
Probably just hits.
They're auto crits. Yeah, advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is also a crit. Yep, that's what I thought. So it's actually a crit. So we'll just add the roll of 2 to your max damage of 16. So you did 18 damage plus 5 acid.
Okay, I'll bite him again. Does that hit?
That does not bite through his strange clothing that he's wearing. That one does, and it's an automatic crit as well. Wait, you have 3 bites?
I have 3 attacks now.
What? Damn.
You were talking
Fighter.
earlier.
I thought I heard something earlier, but I didn't know what you were. I thought you were just talking about his damage. I didn't know you had a 3rd attack now. Holy crap.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh,
so again,
OP.
it's only a 2, so it's actually 18 plus 3, so 21.
And then claw attack.
Okay. Yeah. That's also a crit. This one does less, though. It does 12 plus 2, so 14. Yeah, this guy looks very, very hurt. Whoa, that's definitely added together stuff. He's very, very hurt,
That's
but
my
he
turn.
still seems to be breathing. So now it is not Jason's turn, sorry, Leoric's turn.
Okay, so at the start of my turn, I yell, "Tie him up! We can find out what he knows."
Okay, what are you going to do on your turn, then?
And then I'm going to move closer to him. It's like 2 squares per, right?
Yeah. But it's only going to be 3 of them, so it would be like 1,
So that's
2,
my first
3,
movement.
4,
Yeah,
5.
First movement, and then 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
So you get like all the way to him, and you're yelling like, tie him up!
Yeah,
Okay. But you're not going to do anything else?
I can't.
Okay. Wu-Tang, what are you doing?
I guess I'll move up to him as well, because that's what everybody else is doing. Do I have rope in my thieves' tools? I don't know what's in thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools are like lockpicks and stuff.
Okay.
You'd have to have
Um,
like an explorer's pack or something like that to have rope.
I have nothing that I can use to tie up this guy.
You don't have
So-
stuff because you're a bounty hunter? Like
That-
manacles?
Not in my
Manacles.
equipment.
You probably should have wrote that down
I can
as that
say
profession.
that I have some.
Yeah,
Any
as
of us
that
have it?
profession, I feel
Do
like
you
you
know
have
about?
that.
I have 2 things. I have stuff that I can pin him down.
Could he like grab it off our back or something?
No, I'll just do it. If he's incapacitated, can I just do it? I mean,
I guess so.
He's going to
Yeah.
be incapacitated for 10 minutes or so, as long as Driss doesn't...
okay.
You make
Get
makes a
distracted.
saving turn.
I take both my immovable rods and I push it down on his wrist as hard as I can into the ground, and I click the button so he cannot move his arms.
Okay, you have 2 of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so both of his arms are pinned to the ground as hard as you could push him down into the dirt.
Yep.
Okay. What else?
And do we have rope? Just tie his feet.
Okay, so y'all tie up his feet as well?
Yep.
He's still rigid and paralyzed?
Now we wait.
I mean, he can
Or
just end the
he
spell
can-
whenever.
In the spell, yeah.
Well, he gets a save at the end of his turn, so
Oh,
Yeah, he gets a save every turn.
so yeah, you
Remember
don't
that.
just have time to whatever, but I
yeah,
guess
he should eventually beat it.
I mean, he's
Jace-
stunned, paralyzed,
well, stun wears off
grappled.
eventually.
Yeah, but
So he can make a saving throw.
At the end of each of his turns, he can make a
So
save.
as you finish tying him up, he becomes unparalyzed. And he's no longer stunned. But he is prone and restrained, you think. And so he's going to make a very hard escape check, and he doesn't.
it's a 30.
He
By the way.
restrains against his restraints. That's if he tries to move them. He might just be trying to get out from underneath them.
Yeah.
But he tries very hard to get away from his strengths, and he can't. And he's just like now, instead of being like calm and like staring you down, he's like feral, like just, and he's like, it's like he's trying to like move his head and like bite Jace, like.
Non-lethal blow to his head. Just keep beating him until he tells us what he wants or what we want.
So you're gonna hit him?
It's
not your turn.
Yeah.
It's not your turn. Xerxes' turn.
Are we going in order? Okay.
Xerxes, what are you doing? You do what?
I cede my turn to Torin so he can do the thing he just said.
Okay, so Torin's next.
Is
Torin,
that
you're gonna
something
hit
we
him?
can do? Everybody can deceive
I
their
tell him
turns
to
to somebody
calm
else?
Or
the
you just
fuck
skip
down.
it. He was the next person.
Oh, okay.
I tell him to calm the fuck down. So the next person?
Yeah, you're literally the next person in
Oh, okay, that works.
initiative.
initiative order.
So you're telling him
tell-
to calm the fuck down. He has
As I
zero
punch
response.
no. As I punch him in the face.
Okay, so you're punching him with an unarmed attack, but you're saying
Unarmed.
it's gonna knock him out instead of kill him.
Non-lethal.
Okay,
I could just take 10, but whatever. I'm sure that hits him.
that does hit him. It's not about being non-lethal. It's only if it would knock him out, which it does. So you killing him or not killing him?
Oh no, I'm not killing him.
So you're trying to not kill him. Okay.
Yeah, when he comes back and he acts like that again, I'll just punch him again.
Okay,
I'll
so
just go
now
over and over and over.
now
and
that
over.
he's unconscious, you think combat is over. Because you took him to 0 hit points with that punch. Like, even your minimum damage would have taken him to 0 hit points. So what are you doing now? There's this man in strange clothing with blood all over him. What
I
are
wanna
your perception?
investigate his- Well, first, as I investigate his clothing, I want to ask
Like,
where this guy came from. Like, what the fuck? What's happening?
I look
Sure.
at his armor and I say, this looks almost as if it came out just out of the pages of one of my favorite authors, Jorge D.D. Carton. He writes about stories in the sky and the stars above.
You can read.
Uh-huh.
I'm really good at
Investigate.
reading. I'm really bad at math.
Investigating his what? Leork?
I'm searching.
I was
him.
just investigating his person, and it's just well beyond me. Like, it just looked like nothing I've ever seen.
Yeah, his clothing you don't know what the heck it is.
Yeah,
His knife is just like a knife. Like it's just a knife.
it's like a regular knife.
Yeah, it's like not even a dagger. It's a knife.
Hmm.
Very
Where did he come from?
utility looking. You're
I'm
asking
asking the
them.
group.
Yeah, I know you're asking the group. They're not answering.
I just said he came from the stars. He looks like he came from the stars.
That's what you said he looked like.
I
Should we-
told you we
Hold
shouldn't
on,
go near
let
the
me-
meteor.
Let me
Should
send
we-
a raven to my friend Jorge. What did
Stop.
I say? D.D.
Stop
Carton.
saying it.
Should I bring him back or?
I would like somebody else to investigate that craft. It was really strange.
I'll do
Some
it.
kinda-
I'll
So
do
you're
it.
gonna run over and
Weird.
investigate the craft more?
Yep. Sticking my head in there, looking around.
Okay, investigate. Yep. You have no idea what the hell that is. You see all of it though. You just don't know what the hell it is.
I'm touching it. Does it do anything?
It does nothing.
Hmm.
Actually, you touched it so much that all the lights just went out.
Ooh.
We did it.
I run back.
What did you
I
do?
broke it. I don't know what it is.
Do you want to try to bring him back? What are you doing?
I
mean-
want to. Yeah, I mean, I would. I'd like to try and revive him.
Well, all right. Revive him, and then if he does the same thing, we'll just kill him.
So make a medicine check to
I
bring
have
him back.
a 2. I have a +2.
I'll assist Torin.
All right.
in reviving him.
Okay. To do a medicine check with advantage. Okay. So while you are doing your medicine check, you're pretty sure he's dead.
He died.
You're pretty sure he's dead. You're not sure how he died because you didn't kill him, but he seems pretty dead.
If you knock somebody out when they're concussed, it usually kills them.
I cast Soul Cage.
I'm gonna
Soul Cage.
shit.
Oh,
Hmm.
Casting time
I'm
says
pretty sure he's
special.
dead. Is what you said?
It's a reaction which you take when a humanoid you see within you dies. You don't know when he died though.
What? I was paying attention.
You saw him get knocked out. Nobody thought he was dead.
That
So we
sounds
know
like
he's dead.
EM
We know he's dead now.
It says casting time special. One reaction when you know that they died. He didn't know that he died till now.
waste of time. Let's go to the
So, does he
mountain.
know- so we all know he's dead now.
I mean, you two definitely think he's dead.
Do
He has no
we know,
pulse.
do we have any knowledge of CPR? Does Alex know what CPR is?
Wu-Tang, what are you doing? You
Is
attacking
that
him
a thing
again?
in the universe?
I'm making sure.
Is he undead?
What are you doing with the attack? You're just stabbing him? Okay, stab him.
I did.
Okay, yeah, it seems pretty lifeless, the body.
All
The
right.
body seems pretty lifeless.
Just to make sure.
Stop it!
You're stabbing him again. Okay.
Whatever. I take my immovable rods back.
Does
Okay,
he
so
have
you took-
anything worth taking?
I mean, he has his weird clothing. Just say, okay, so you took your removable rods off too, you said? And
Yep.
okay. And so you're searching his body now, Andy, with your 9? And okay. So, Andy, as you're searching his body, you're like, his clothing seems like a single suit. And at the top, it even has like a metal like collar around his, literally the collar of it is metal. It's very stiff.
It's fucking weird.
And you're trying to look at it, but with your 9 investigation, you're not sure how, like you open it or anything like that. It doesn't have an obvious like way to open it. And as you pick your head up, his eyes are open. He's staring straight into your eyes. Make a wisdom save.
Fuck, I stabbed him twice. I should have stabbed him 3 times. You always stab him 3 times.
Well, now we know to do that.
Okay, you're paralyzed.
God damn it.
Paralyzed?
Do I
He's
run away here
paralyzed.
Again? Or I
No,
just-
you're paralyzed.
Okay.
He has a +3 to that.
Yeah,
That
he's
makes
still
a difference.
paralyzed. He only has
Okay.
he only rolled a 12 even with that.
Wait,
So
hold
he's
on.
paralyzed.
Hold on.
What do you? Okay, so you want to?
Oh, wait,
no,
no.
that's not the right thing.
Not that thing. This thing.
Okay,
So that's another +4.
another +4, so it's a
16.
16. Okay, let's see. 16 total. Ooh, it's a DC 16.
Pass.
Ooh.
Yep. So, for a split second, you freeze, and then you resist it, and then he stabs you with a knife.
This son of a bitch.
19 to hit.
Fucking, it misses.
It misses. It hits your armor. Bing.
Yeah. No, I'm a 20 AC.
Yeah, he hits your armor. That's what I'm saying. He goes to stab you and hits your armor. You're like bent over and looking at him.
I thought if it tied, it was the hitting. Whatever. Anyways, yes. I missed.
Okay, Wu-Tang, it's your turn. Combat
Okay, son of-
resumes.
Son of a bitch. Do I still have advantage as he's on the ground?
Yes.
Okay. So there's 8 damage. Second attack.
Oh wait, no, yeah. There we go. 17 damage. So y'all are kind of standing around. Torn just took his things off of him. Andy's bent over him, like checking him out, and all of a sudden, the body moves and tries to stab Wu-Tang, and then Wu-Tang jumps back and with his sword hits him twice again. And he seems very much alive now.
What the fuck?
What the
How
fuck
much
is
health does
this?
this dude have?
Undead. Kill this guy.
I stabbed him twice before.
Mm-hmm. You did.
And then twice again.
Yep.
Plus all the other damage. This guy is
Xerxes,
invincible.
you're up.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Okay, what are you doing?
And then I cunning action and move away. I mean, he's on the ground, so I think I can disengage anyways, but whatever.
Okay. So you disengage. Let me take that off you. Yeah, you're not paralyzed. Okay, now, Xerxes, what are you doing? We're about to skip Xerxes.
I don't know. It seems like there's not a lot I can do from over here.
Okay. Skip your turn again?
I mean, I'll make a ready action. If there's an opening where there's not 3 people around him, I'll take a shot at him.
Okay. So if he somehow gets away from the 3 people standing over him, you'll take a shot.
Or if they back up or die, I don't know. Whatever.
Gotcha. Okay. So at that point, he jumps up. It's standing now. And he attacks Torin 3 times with a knife.
Ooh.
And it's a 12, a 16, and a
Miss.
25.
Miss. Oh,
Pretty sure 25 hits you.
yep, it does.
Okay. And then an axe, which he didn't have in his hand earlier when you pushed him onto the ground or whatever, also attacks you with an 18. It's a miss, right?
Miss. Yep.
Okay,
Wait,
so
yeah, 4 attacks?
he did.
Ooh.
Not from this world.
You could
Um,
learn from that.
You could learn. So his knife. Where is it? He does 9 damage to you, slashing damage with his knife.
Damn.
And then he drops down on all 4s and runs away
Attack.
this
Good
way.
luck, bro. I'll catch you.
This way. So people that get attack opportunity, not Torin. Torin, you're like, he like slit like a tendon or something in your arm, and you're like almost unable to move as much, and you don't get attack opportunity on him. But the other 2
bro.
do.
I get one.
Yes.
Nope. Didn't work.
Wait, isn't
The orc
Torin,
misses.
Like, all the way on the other side over by the spaceship?
Oh, Jace.
No, he came back to take the things off.
Clutch.
Jace just crit him though.
Nice.
Can I attempt to grapple him with my bite?
You can. So we're
That'd be great.
full damage is 16 plus the 1. So 17, 26.
Son of a bitch.
I feel like you never roll high on that.
I never do.
So you crit him, but his clothing tears away, and he goes 1. On all 4s, he just starts sprinting away like some type of animal. And now it is Torin's turn.
Eh.
Run him down.
Flurry of blows.
Okay.
Axe attack.
That's a hit. Don't roll another
Constitution.
attack yet.
Constitution. Oh, okay. Well, does he die?
No. Just 11 damage. And then what do you want to do?
Constitution saving throw 15.
Okay. He makes that, and he turns and looks at you with death in his eyes, and you make a wisdom saving throw. Dang! You care not at all. Continue your round.
All right. Axe attack.
Yep. That's a miss.
Claw attack. Oh, where is it? Oh, God. Claw attack. Okay, here we go. Oh, my God. Claw attack. All right.
Okay, you got him with that one if you're flurry of blowsing.
Makes a dex save of 15.
No. You tell me how this works, because you're pretty sure you're going to kill him this time.
I chop his legs off with my claws because I'm trying to sweep him.
Chop them off? I don't know if that's possible, though.
You said I could do what I want.
You tear out like it's a...
Well, okay, so I claw his legs out, and he goes horizontal about where my chest is. And I take my other hand, and I push him into the ground with my claws going right into his chest and slam him into the ground.
Gotcha. Okay.
Damn.
You're pretty sure he's dead for real now. There's always a chance he's not, though.
Oh!
I cast Soul Cage.
Ah, there you go. Okay. So the spell snatches the soul of a humanoid that, as it dies, and traps it in a tiny cage. Wait, so it's 60 feet? You measured it? I thought I saw you measuring it.
I did. He was right at 60 feet.
Okay. The stolen soul remains in the cage until the spell ends or until you destroy the cage, which ends the spell. While you have it in there, you can exploit it in any way described below. You can use it up to 6 times. Once you exploit a soul for the 6th time it's released or the spell ends. Steal life. Query soul asks them a question. The soul only knows what it knew in life, and it must answer truthfully and to the best of its ability. The answer is no more than a sentence or two and might be cryptic. Borrow experience.
That's a badass spell. That's really cool.
I mean, it's a level 6 spell.
Yeah,
That's a really cool spell.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I don't know. I got 8 hours. I can do what I want.
Okay. I'm just asking. You don't want to do anything right now?
I just want to look at it and be like, fuck you, soul. You stabbed me.
Okay.
the rest of the session,
The rest of the session.
we're gonna talk to this thing, figure out how to work this spaceship so we can get out this shithole.
Where did you
So-
come from, and can we go there?
Where'd you
Take me
come
with
from?
you.
Where did you go?
So, what are y'all doing now?
So where is this like spinning soul thing?
Uh,
Do we even see it? Do we even know?
no.
Okay. So I'm just like,
It says a creature that can see the sensor, such as someone using see invisibility or true sight, sees a translucent image of a tormented humanoid whose soul is
Oh.
caged.
Do I know because
No.
I have my draconic sense?
No.
Okay.
okay.
This is
was my main
literally
question,
this
I
is
think.
literally an invisible spirit. Like you wouldn't be able to use senses to
yeah.
sense
Do I
it.
know because I'm Drizzlejaw's best friend?
Doubt it.
I
Doubt
just
it.
learned the spell. You don't know about it. This is a
You
new
don't.
spell.
You don't know about it. He literally just learned it.
All
Okay.
right, Lil, let's
So
do
nobody
this
knows
mountain.
that Drizzlejaw has that soul trapped and it's following him around in a cage.
No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit this rock a couple times.
We need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate it.
We should
I mean,
check this ship out.
Well, I already did. I looked inside it and everything. I haven't hit it
So you're
yet.
attacking it now?
Eh,
Did you hit the body again?
Yes, just to make sure.
Do you like dismember it?
No, I just stab it again
Just a stab, okay.
in the heart.
In
Where
the
I
heart.
assume the heart would be. I don't know what this thing is.
That's true. Jace, you have absolutely no idea what that thing is.
As Wu-Tang comes up to me, I ask, did you search the body?
Yes, he's got a weird space suit. I mean, a weird suit of make I do not understand.
It looked like it was fairly good at stopping things, or weapons
Okay.
seem to have less effect than normal on other creatures. Maybe it would be useful.
Do you want to go investigate his body?
Yeah, I want to go investigate the body.
Okay.
I'll go with you. I'll aid you investigating.
So even with the 80 and 17, so you look at it, and yes, it has some weird spots, like the feet and the neck and the hands. There's like metal rings within the thing, and they are kind of like attached to this like onesie he has on. But when you like investigate the cloth, though it's like nothing you've ever seen before, like you test it with like a blade, like, you know, like any blade you test against it, like it seems to cut through it pretty good. Like actually looking at it now, like there's quite a few holes from like the arrows and the dagger and stuff like that, and like claw marks. Like it's
Yeah.
not the suit that was stopping those attacks. Like it just looked like he took them and just kept on going.
Can I look at his skin?
Sure. He's a completely normal
Just
human.
kinda-
As far as you can
Okay.
tell, he's a human.
Okay.
And his body
As far as
has
I
a
can tell.
lot of wounds. Like a lot. Like more than y'all did to him. It has other wounds before that.
There's nothing else that's suspicious besides the suit.
Not really. No.
Let me consult my history and see if I recognize
Okay.
the garb that he's wearing.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Okay.
It's definitely strange.
I want to take the garb off and put it in my pack.
Okay, the problem is you don't know how to manipulate the device, so you need to make an intelligence check.
I'll aid you with my newfound intelligence. There you go.
Whoa!
You find a small clasp in the back of the neck, and it opens up the metal ring, and then there's actually a way to like unzip it. And you can unzip it off his body, and underneath he just has like a small clothes on, which is like underwear.
Okay. I want to put that in my pack for consultation with a sage or something
Okay.
later on.
Anything else?
We'll find out what the
All right.
meaning of this.
No, I guess Jace is investigating that thing.
Yeah, I want to go back.
He
to the
tried. He
ship.
failed.
Yeah, it didn't go very
It's
well.
nothing. I already looked inside. I rolled an 18.
Can I try investigating again?
With your investigation of a 1, there was things that you tried to do, and though you might not want to admit it to anyone else, you're pretty sure you broke some stuff. And as the two of you walk up to look inside, there's actually like a little haze of smoke in the air, and like some of the metal things look like broken open, and there's like a hazy plastic burning smell in the air, like a ozone-y burning smell.
Hmm.
Yeah, a smell you've never smelt before,
Get the
but it
wizard
smells like
over
some
here.
type of burning.
Somebody get the wizard over here.
What is this history check?
Do I know anything of space exploration from this land?
No,
You don't even know what space is.
don't even know what space is.
Do I know anything about the sky above me exploration of this land?
As far as you know, the sky above you is the land of the gods.
And what I read in my Jorge D.D. Carton novels.
Yeah,
What
I
is
hit
this
it.
thing?
I hit the outside with my axe.
yeah, nothing really happens. You did the metal.
We don't
No.
know what this is, and we were hoping you could tell us.
Yeah,
We've
could you
looked
tell them?
inside, and there's strange smells now that Jace was in there. What that means?
It's my
Dang.
Can't do anything.
So with a 25, Drizzle Jaw knows that it's whatever magic's powered this capsule is beyond his knowledge. It's not any magic that he's ever studied. But there seems to be some type of magic. Or what he assumes is magic.
Yeah, this is why we don't chase meteorites, because they can be crazy things. With people who
Well,
stab you.
With people that stab you.
I'm
Don't
with
even
Drizzle.
technically know if that person came from this thing, to be honest.
Yeah, we don't. Okay. Well, he was around the meteorites, or
It was a bad
Yes,
omen, and
it
Drizzle
was a
was right.
bad- it was a bad omen.
We should get out of here. I'm saying I say we just
should leave.
I'd like to search it one more time to see if it
Yeah.
has anything that's in there, like a treasures or anything that I could take
All
with
right.
me.
One more investigation.
One more.
We'll
Yeah.
go inside it.
I'll aid Doran.
Torrance investigating with his newfound intelligence.
18.
18. Okay, you find some type of small metallic device that is about the size of your palm. Well, you have a pretty big palm too. So it's a little smaller than your palm. It fits in your palm. And it's polished, very shiny, and in certain light, if you turn it a little bit, you can see your reflection in it like a mirror. That's all you know.
Huh. I put it in my pocket.
You immediately hear a crunch sound.
As I put it in my pocket?
Yep.
I pull it back out.
The mirrored face is all cracked now.
Oh, shit. I hand it to Drizzle. I'm like, what is this? And Drizzle's going to pawn it off.
What is this?
To you, it looks
Yeah.
like a very thick, very light, broken reflecting device.
It's something that you broke. Good job.
All right, I throw it in the river.
Okay. Anything else?
Hmm.
No. Let's get out of here. This is bad omen. I agree.
Wait, I recovered the phone from the river.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I recovered the thing from the river.
What phone?
I want to
The thing.
I want to mark this.
You
location
recovered
on
the
my map for
reflective
future-
thing from the river? Okay.
I want to mark this location on my map for future reference.
Okay. Let me take a note of that. You might want to take a note of that too.
Yeah, let me make a note. 'Cause it
Continue
could
on
be
our
that I
way.
Find out somebody that knows something about the suit, and then bring them back to wherever the hell this is. There's a lot of shit
Okay.
here. I need to just.
Mark meteorite on map. Also, we're gonna take a break for like a bathroom and stuff like that. We'll
Okay.
be right back. Okay. Everybody here or no?
Yep. Well, I'm here. Yep.
Well, you being here doesn't mean everyone's here.
I am also here.
I think Jeff just got up, so Jace isn't here. Anybody else not here?
Yes, stop.
I'm here.
Okay, so we're just waiting on Jace real quick. Okay, so if y'all are gonna move on from this location,
Well, I'm gonna stop to tie my shoe and tell everyone I'll catch up.
okay. And what are you doing?
Are they gone?
Do we need to like go on a different Discord channel, Gone?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you probably do.
No.
Okay, go in our other Discord. Okay.
I want to pull out my cage and ask him some questions.
Okay, so query soul.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing?
Why were you here?
Why were you here?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question. Let me see. So, I'm assuming because you have a soul, you could understand whatever language he's speaking, even if you don't. Yeah, okay, it actually says that right there, which understands regardless. Okay. So, the soul's like mad, crazy, like insane. Like you could tell, like he's still like feral looking in the cage. And he says something about, he says, kill, murder, broken, and he's like shaking, and that's the answer to that question.
Is there gold in the rock thing that you came on?
No gold, only death.
can the rock thing be opened?
Yeah, that's not really like it's already open. Are you asking?
Oh, I thought it was like a spaceship thing. I was asking how we could get in it in a non.
But it was open.
Oh, it was.
Y'all went inside of it.
Oh, I thought they were trying to get it.
No, they went inside of it and broke shit.
That's what they're doing. Okay, I thought they were on the outside.
No. So
Who
that
sent
just
you?
doesn't really make sense. He tells
Who
you it's
sent
open
you?
because he got out of it.
Sure. Who sent you?
Who sent him? Is that what the question is?
Yes.
And he's like, no one sent. Ship break. And again,
What's
in
your
your
name?
experience, ship would only mean like a sailing ship.
Yeah. What's your name?
Shia.
All right, got one more thing left. Done.
Wait, you have one more thing left?
Yeah. Right, that was 5 questions.
Okay, so if you don't use it before like we set like night watches, it won't be like the spell will end.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Go back to the Discord then. With that one.
Sweet.
Okay. So we're leaving the area. Drizzlejaw stays behind for a second and then catches up.
Cool.
And so now you guys are traveling again in a similar direction to where you were going before. As you leave this area, there's during this day still, you find a pretty big rise on the other side of this little forested area where the forest ends. And it seems like a pretty good place to stop, but also you could see out over like the mountains and everything. Ahead of you, because you're now getting pretty close to the mountains, is what appears to be some type of settlement, but it's farther down west. It doesn't look very big, but you can see it. It's probably a day away from where you are right now at like full speed. There is a valley straight south of you that's covered in like mist and fog, which doesn't seem like should be a thing because it's so cold. Like it should condensate as far as like your general knowledge of, taking 10 on a survival check. Like mist shouldn't exist. Or fog shouldn't exist, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And to the sorry. So the west, there's some type of settlement, but it's at least a day's away in normal speed. South is this valley that has like fog in it. And to the east is another forested area, and you can see like a large building in that forested area. Like a warehouse or something like that. But it's also pretty far off. Like you just see it like kind of sticking out the top of the trees or whatever. There's also a little bit of smoke coming from that and the town. So there's some type of smoke coming from those buildings. And then everybody make another survival check. See what you know beyond that. Dang, Wu-Tang with the survival? Okay, so Wu-Tang again, our survival man apparently. The change in the weather that he sensed, it's definitely coming now. And sweeping in from the west, and it seems like it's moving pretty quickly, is a pretty nasty bit of clouds and stuff. And as like night starts to fall, like it definitely the temperature starts to drop more. So it's evening, it's starting to get dark. You see these dark clouds to the west. There's a number of places you can see right now ahead of you. What are you gonna do?
Guys, I think it'd be a good idea to find some shelter.
Doesn't Drizzlejaw, can he make a house?
I can.
Good in the past.
Do you want to?
Do we have 10 minutes
Before
I
what?
believe we do.
before the storm or whatever comes?
Oh
in?
yeah. Unless you try to travel through the night, it will probably not arrive until like middle of the night or like early morning. At the speed that it's coming from your very high survival check.
Yeah, I can
Also,
set
from
us
your
up
very
a-
high survival check, Wu-Tang's pretty sure it's a blizzard.
I can set us up a hut somewhere if we want.
Sounds like a plan to me. Sounds like a storms a brewing.
Storms a brewing.
Storms a brewing.
Okay, so you're gonna make your tiny hut thing.
It's tiny house.
I think it's called hut. Tiny hut.
Yeah.
Is it Pizza Hut?
Tiny
Is
hut.
that a
Leomon's
combination of
tiny
Taco
hut.
Bell and Pizza Hut.
I heard that Pizza Hut's closing down its locations or something like that.
They were
There's a
the
lot of
worst.
restaurants getting fucked.
They
like
are
pizza.
they are definitely the worst pizza delivery.
Oh, I like Pizza Hut.
I mean, it's not bad, but I'd rather have Domino's or Papa John's.
I don't think I've had it since I was a kid.
This
Yeah.
stream brought to you by Papa John's.
No, it's not. Definitely not. Unless they want to pay us, then they can. Okay, so you summon your tiny hut. It lasts for what? 8 hours or 12 hours? I can't remember.
It's not on there. And
Remain stationary for duration, but it doesn't actually say the duration in what you wrote. I'm pretty sure it's 12 hours, but I'm not 100% sure.
it is 8 hours.
8 hours. Okay. So you summon that, and everybody's inside of it now, setting camp inside of it. Correct? So
Yep.
make sure that we're all on the same page.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
shirt up, make sure it's because it's gonna be a cold night.
Well, I mean, it doesn't like nothing, like no creatures or objects can pass into it, but it is even through the dome. You can feel the coldness like seeping in. And the blizzard blows in, and we're at about 6 hours into this hut when this blizzard hits y'all, and visibility goes down to about 15 feet outside of it.
Oh, because we can
And-
see through the walls.
Yeah, you can see through the walls. They're clear.
But
They're
we're
clear on your
resting,
side and opaque on the other side, I believe.
We're resting though.
Yeah, this is a rest, yes. But you're about 2 hours out once that hits. After about an hour of the blizzard hitting y'all, snow is starting to like bank up on top of the hut and like bury the hut.
I'll clear out the pathway, the door, so we don't get buried in.
Well, there's no door. It's just a dome
Oh.
you can move in and out of. It's opaque
Oh,
on the
okay.
outside and transparent on the inside.
Oh, okay.
It says that the atmosphere in the space is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside. So it's cold, but it's not like snow's not getting in and you're not wet, but it is starting to like bury the hut in snow. And you're now about an hour out and the storm has not let up at all. So do you want to try to cast it again before? Like, I just want to make sure that that's what you're going to do.
I mean, what else are we gonna do? Do we
Oh, I'm
trek
asking
through the
Drizzle.
blizzard?
Yeah. I mean, you could have maybe made it somewhere before it hit, but at this point, you're kind of like, it's hunker
Oh, we're
down or
committed
try to
now.
go. Yeah, you're either committed to staying in the hut or you're committed to going out in the storm.
I'm fine staying, team.
I am too.
Yeah, I'll stay.
So, how does this work, Drizzle? Like, does the other spell end when you cast this again? Like, can you cast a second hut with the doors touching? Like, how does this work?
Well, he casts as a ritual.
Yeah, pretty sure I can just do a second one, no problem.
Yeah, he could just cast.
Oh, we
a
can just
second
cast it
one.
on top of the same one.
Yeah, he just has to make sure he's doing the ritual like as the other one starts to end, because he's
Okay.
using it as a ritual. As long as he has 10 minutes to cast it, he can do it.
Okay.
So you go for another 8 hours.
Hmm.
Okay, so if y'all are just chilling and waiting the whole time, another 8 hours pass, and the storm is still going on, and you have to cast it a third time. And then sometime late in this third 8 hours, only Jace could hear the like wind and stuff anymore because you guys are like buried in snow.
Yeah. I
Like
was
the
gonna say-
snow, it's a 10-foot radius dome with like maybe like a 10-foot ceiling. Like there's just so much snow banked up on top of it, like y'all can't really like see anything out of it. But Jace can kind of hear that like the winds died down with his enhanced hearing.
We're gonna have to eat someone.
So at this point, you're buried in this thing. Are you gonna try to get out of it? Are you trying to like wait until the snow melts? What are you gonna do?
I would like to point out that as I am the smallest, I am the least nutritional.
Okay. So what's the thoughts here?
So we have to dig ourselves out, right?
It seems that way, unless you wait until it thaws, which it is winter time, so it may not thaw.
We should probably.
You've essentially created a
I can try and
igloo
dig.
with no openings.
Me and Jace could dig.
Also, you guys are almost completely y'all have always survived on your like just hunting and gathering and stuff like that. You guys don't really have any food as far as I know.
Using my survival knowledge, I know now to use my shut part of my body down so that I can last longer than these guys, so they die first.
If only you had thought of that before this.
No.
You're only thinking about that now. So, what do you want to do?
We got to dig out.
Well,
Yep.
fun, guys.
Who's digging out?
Me and Jace.
Jace can probably dig pretty good. He has big if he transforms. he
Yeah,
can
I'll
probably dig.
transform.
So Jace, while transformed, digs at about 5 feet an hour. And after about 3 hours, he thinks he's about to get out. And then he makes a reflex save.
Damn, what's 15 feet under?
Well, he's going sideways on the ground.
I mean, snow's pretty easily to dig through.
That's true. He's not. It's part of it is it's just so cold. Like he can't just go straight for hours and hours
Yeah, we
digging through
talking
cold
like
snow.
powder here? We talking like hard packed snow? What we talking here?
Well, it's become packed in almost like an igloo, at least right around you guys because of the warmth of the dome. So it took him a little while to get through.
Wow. I did
said,
not know this, but
Jace, can you make a reflex save?
13 inches of snow is equal to 1 inch of rain.
Really?
Yep. I knew it was something crazy like that.
So Jace, as you think you're getting to the edge, the snow like loses structure because you're now in like less packed snow and it kind of like collapses on you.
The whole thing, everybody.
No, not everybody, just him. He's like going through a tunnel and it's very hard at first and then it starts to get looser and then it just like little collapses in on him and he's going to take 2 cold damage, but somebody can help like pull him out.
Pull him back down, or like
He's not going up. He's going along the ground. But you just see his little tunnel collapse in on him. And he's buried in snow. And he takes, what'd I say, like 3 cold damage?
I'll pull him out. I'll help pull him out.
Okay, make a strength save there. Okay, you're fine. Okay, so you're able to pull him out. But he was pretty sure he was almost through. So if somebody assists him, he could probably just like bust out with a strength
I'll
check.
help you. Either me or the Auric.
With some strength checks. Try to bust
Well,
through
we
this
both can.
outer snowbank. Okay, so yes, with those strength checks, you're able to kind of bust out. The problem was that he was almost out, but again, the snow is like, even not around your little dome, the snow is about 3 feet deep in this whole area.
A lot of snow.
So, you see this, you're on top of a rise, you can see, a pretty open area. There's a forest to the east. There's some type of settlement like buried in snow, but it's like hard to see it now in the west because it's not blizzard conditions anymore, but it's definitely still like snowing. And then again, there's some type of valley up ahead that you can still see like a fog over it almost. Yeah, this looks super cloudy. Like at
Is the valley in
certain
our way?
points. No, it's to the south. So you can either go east to the forest, you can go west to the settlement, or you can go south, which is the fastest thing to get to, because it's the closest thing. Now that you guys are getting near the mountains more, there's some type of valley, but it's like super cloudy, foggy that way. You can't see what's there.
Okay.
So what would you like to do if you're
What
gonna
direction would be the quickest way to our objective that we're trying to get to the mountains?
You don't know if south or west. You don't think you've gone too far west.
And so if we go south, we go through the mist. West, we go to.
You go to a some type of settlement, but you don't know if that's the dwarf settlement or if it's something else.
Hmm.
We should go to the
And
settlement because we can at least ask for directions if we go
and-
there.
you know that traveling through the snow right now will be hard. Like even with your winter clothing, like going through all this snow and everything and getting all wet could be an issue.
Okay. Well, maybe.
And this is Wu Tang telling you this with
Hold
his
on one
survival
second.
check. Wu Tang's like, traveling through the snow like this is probably not gonna be awesome for our stamina.
Yeah, guys, we're going to be running low on supplies here, so be ready to drink your own piss.
Actually, yes. So with your survival check, you know that you guys don't have a ton of food, and you've always like survived off the land. It's gonna be much harder to find food while you're traveling
the
through
settlement
this.
and get food
The
supplies.
settlement is the farthest thing. Just the two closer things are the forest with whatever the building was over there, and then the South Valley thing with the cloudiness around it.
Look, Wu Tang, we need food. Like, where would you recommend going to get food? Like, we're running out of food here.
Go check the settlement. I'm sorry, what is it? The building that's over there in the forest?
Yeah, so in the forest to the east, so it's it's the most out of the way, but it's probably the closest like structure that you know of.
And does it look like a solid structure, a dilapidated
All you saw
structure?
was like a rooftop.
Okay, well, there's a structure over in this direction. We can go check there for supplies.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
That's
So we
the
do it.
plan.
Yeah, let's
We're
do
going
it.
to
We
I
go to
follow
the
them.
forest hut.
the forest.
The forest hut.
There better not be a witch in here.
It's not a hut like
Well,
that.
if
It's
there
like
is,
a big.
It better, hope we
It's-
don't find it.
True. Okay, so you go into this forested area, and the large building is a couple, maybe like a quarter mile into the forest, but you were able to see it because standing tall inside the forest area, there's actually a frozen like river next to it, and it kind of makes sense as you find it, is what looks to be an abandoned mining camp. It's abandoned, but there was a couple days back smoke coming from it. But it's a not mining camp. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I said mining camp. Lumber camp. It's a lumber camp, and it looks like they might send the logs like down the river type of thing out of this wooded area. But there's no one around. It's abandoned.
Is there food here?
You can look for food
Grab.
with an investigation check, not a perception.
Grabs.
Even worse.
Well, it's the same.
I know. That was the joke. It was even worse. So you two, you don't really find any food around here. There's a
God damn it,
limited
Wu-Tang.
amount of animal tracks, but you'd have to make a survival
Right.
check, and it's pretty hard.
Wu Tang, find us some food.
Guys, there was something here. And I point at the animal track.
It's a little bit of animal poop here. How long ago it was here, I do not know.
Wait, animal poop? I eat it.
I'll make Constitution saving throw.
It's a 16 if he's within 10 feet. No, 17.
Yeah, he's okay. It definitely didn't taste good or nourishing.
It wasn't nourishing. Oh no.
So Anything else? Anybody else want to do anything?
I had to step away for a second. Dog puked everywhere.
So you found nothing in your foraging. Survival check, Andy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But everyone
I'll-
else can
I'll
also
forage.
try to forage for food around this area.
Oh god,
I'm gonna go hunting. I'm going hunting.
You're going
Well-
hunting?
Yep.
You also fail to find any food. Drizzlejaw fails to find any food.
I use my
Leoric
draconic-
and Jace is
wrong
intimidating
thing.
all of the forest, though.
I did not mean to click that.
The snow
Maybe-
is so afraid.
Maybe this aids. I'm gonna use that to aid my hunting. Maybe that might help. Anything.
No, it does not.
Damn it.
We're at, I think only Xerxes has not gone foraging for food at this point.
Sorry, what was it?
Do a survival check to forage for food because you guys are out of food. Also fails. So what that means is that all of you have failed to find food in this area. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw with a DC of a 12.
I mean, how long have we gone without eating?
You ate all your food the first night of the hut.
Okay,
much.
fine. I have 2 eggs on me. I'm gonna eat the 2 eggs.
Oh.
I'm gonna eat 1 egg, and we'll see what happens.
Jace, you have 1 level of exhaustion. So does Wu-Tang. So does Xerxes.
I'm gonna eat an egg.
What was that? The back of the beans? I gotta look it up again. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was like 1 through 1.
I know. I just have to look up the item description because it tells me what the eggs do again. So does everybody know what exhaustion does?
We get exhausted.
Where is your eggs? Okay, make a Constitution saving throw on this egg.
Ooh.
Ooh, is right. You're gonna take
What? +3.
still a fail.
Damn.
So you take what is this?
It's like a lot of D6.
You take that much damage. So 41 damage
Christ.
as the egg explodes in your stomach.
Damn. Do I feel full?
You do not.
I
If
eat the
anything,
other egg.
you feel more hungry.
I eat the other egg.
You're gonna eat the other egg?
Yep,
Legit?
just-
Okay, make another Constitution saving throw.
All right, I'm next to Colin. I hold Colin's shoulder and I eat it. Oh, +3, 20.
It does not explode in your stomach because it's a 20 DC saving throw.
Wow.
You have advantage on your Constitution saving throw to not get exhausted. Do it.
Okay.
Do a new Constitution saving throw.
Oh god. Ah!
Okay, you made it.
Right.
So again,
Do I
that
get a
means
do I get a +1 to my charisma or anything?
no.
What kind of eggs are these?
No. Okay, so again, we've got Drizzle, Leoric, and Torin tough it out, but Jace, Wu-Tang, and Xerxes all have 1 level of exhaustion.
What does that do again?
So
We
the
feel
way,
exhausted.
what's up?
We just feel exhausted.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. So a disadvantage on ability checks until you have a full night's sleep, and or you get out of the things that are like causing it. So you like if you eat food and then you get a full night's sleep, you'll be fine. Every time you, so every level of exhaustion though, it starts to get worse, and you have to have a full night's rest and removal from the things that are causing your exhaustion to gain back 1 level. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. So, what are you guys going to do now? It's now like slogging through the snow and not finding any food. That took like
Wait,
all the light.
I can draw food, can I?
Can you?
If it's less than 25 gold.
You're correct. What are you gonna draw it on?
The snow?
The
We
snow.
could
You're gonna paint the snow.
Probably, we could probably like brush away some, maybe like off of a tree. You use maybe like a tree as a canvas.
I mean, you have the building right next to you.
Oh well,
Yeah, I guess we can draw on the building.
Not to tell you what to do,
Right.
but there is a building next to you.
I have
Oh.
an infinite source of food all the time now.
That's fine.
Until I run out of paint.
maybe you could draw like a horse or a cow, and we'll just kill it once it comes out of there, and we'll just eat that.
And eat the whole cow.
Yeah, then we'll have plenty of food for whatever long.
How are you gonna cure the meat?
We're gonna cook it, and it's so
With
cold
what?
outside, it'll never spoil.
Oh, that's not a
Well-
bad idea.
Our wizard has a fireball.
I could
So
probably.
So what are you doing food wise? Are you drawing regular food or you're drawing a cow?
I'll try to draw. I guess I'll try to draw a cow.
Build a cow and like carve it to meat and then cook the meat.
It's like a stick figure cow.
Got no meat on it, just the bones.
Wait a second, just a second. I gotta look at something.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let's see. Damn
I
it.
mean, what other food could we draw? I mean,
We could draw bread.
eh.
I mean, that's probably going to fill us the most, I would assume.
Well, and it would last longer, I think.
The carbs.
yeah,
the
but meat,
carbs.
but cow.
What if I just draw, like, the meat as opposed to a cow?
Okay.
Like a gigantic steak.
Yeah.
Like a steak from the Flintstones cartoon? Just
Yes.
That's exactly.
hey. Yeah, you have a giant steak now. It's
How
raw
much
though.
paint did that use?
Is it raw or cooked?
It's cooked.
It's cooked.
I
Okay.
drew a cooked piece of meat.
So there's a giant cooked piece of meat. That's enough food to feed y'all. So I guess if you rest for the night and you eat that food, you can get back your exhaustion level that you just got.
Sounds good.
I'm no longer exhausted.
Right,
How
so-
much paint would that use?
Last time you used 1/10. We're gonna say the same thing. 1/10 of one pot.
Okay, so
So you've only used
200 more
two-
square feet.
It took you a little while practicing to draw a steak that actually looked like it was really food. Simpler was better, you realized. Just a big red thing with a white bone in the middle of it. And then brown it a little bit with another paintbrush, and it's cooked. Haha. Okay, so now you're all good. You're eating. Did you summon a new hut, I'm assuming, Chris? With drizzles?
Don't we have this wood mill?
Sorry, what?
You have that building, but it's not like,
It's open to the air or something
Yeah.
like that, right?
yeah, it's like a big mill. It's just a big like rooftop over like the milling equipment and the saws and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just shelter, like, for the equipment more than anything.
Okay.
And with the snow, it's got like snow in it. So it just depends if you want to try to make some type of camp again, or if you want to do whatever. This was the closest place, and it took you, that and looking for food took you like all day. Because traveling across the snow is definitely hard.
Good thing we're being paid by the hour,
True.
paid by the whatever.
So
Well,
what's the plan?
Probably use the shelter, so we don't have to burn any spells or anything.
Okay. Drizzle, you're going to make a shelter?
Yes.
Oh, we can use the windmill, right?
It's not a windmill.
Hmm.
We had this conversation literally a second ago.
I don't think I was here for that.
You were definitely here. You're just looking somewhere else. Okay. So you guys hole up in there. You eat your cooked meat. You get a little heartburn because that's all you're eating. No, just kidding. And your exhaustion level goes away if you had one. So you're now back to regular again. So again, are you going to try to, like, the weather seems to, it's not a blizzard anymore, but it's not like great. So what do you guys want to try to do? And this is the next morning, I'm assuming. Let's do some.
I
Yeah.
would assume continue to try and travel.
Where to?
I think we should go to that town.
Yep. I
Seem to
agree.
be the most on the way.
The town.
Okay, are you gonna make any food before you go?
Well, I mean, you made that giant
We
meat.
can
I mean,
draw the food wherever.
it's not
right?
like we all probably rationed it, right? I mean, we didn't eat all of it.
You didn't tell me you were rationing it. That's what I'm asking.
I was exhausted. I needed to eat a lot.
So can I ask
Okay.
a question as to the mechanics? Like, can we just bring an easel with us at all times, or like a board or something that you can draw on, and just pull the drawing out?
So
Yeah, probably. I've got a bag of holding.
yeah, my understanding is if it's something like semi-permanent, the paint like makes that thing into whatever you paint it into. But if you just like paint it on like the ground or something like that, like it's not like pulling up the dirt. It's just eventually it like turns 3D with the magic. It just boop and pops into existence. But if you like
Okay, so if we had like
if
a
you
board or
painted like
something,
oh
part of that.
like if you like ripped a door off and like painted it into like something else, it would just become that thing. It would like the door would be used up.
Okay. So can we? Is there lumber around? Like,
Yeah. It's not like it's this they don't like process the lumber though. It's just trees that have been stripped and then like they get sent downriver. And
okay.
like so they just cut it up and strip it of the bark and send it down.
Okay.
The river is also frozen now.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, we could probably find stuff to draw on while we're out there, anyways. So probably don't need to.
Okay, so you guys want to head out towards the settlement. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
And so we walked.
And so we walked again. But through the snow, like drudging through the snow. So you don't get very far. So you guys are kind of out in the open in this clear, this area where you're between the valley and you're between the rise and the forest that you came from. If you're gonna do your normal thing, you only travel about half the distance that you would normally travel. You think it might take you a number of days to get where you want to go. So
Okay.
that's what you're gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Right. Anybody disagree?
Your plan is to use the hut and draw food if you need more food. I'm assuming, right? That's what we
Yeah.
decided.
Yes.
I got no
So
other plan.
with the hut able to keep you comfortable at night and like dry your clothing and stuff like that a little bit, and with the food painted, you pretty much negate the weather effect other than slowing you down because
God,
it's
okay.
in the snow. So that kind of beats that elements of nature. So after a number of days, let's do some rolls of randomness. Okay, so you come to where you saw the settlement at, and it's actually, now that you get closer, it's up up the mountainside a little bit. It's not just like down on like regular ground level. And there's a small frozen river, and then there is like some switchback trails up to the settlement in the mountains. The settlement, from what you remember from far away, looked like some type of like buildings and stuff like that, and that's pretty much all you could tell from back there. Now that you've gotten closer, obviously the settlement's above you. It's hard to like see what the settlement is from where you are, but you just know that it's kind of up that way. There is actually a path leading to the river from your direction, from the north. And let me put you here. So this is what you see. You see there's like a little bit of a clearing and there's a little bit of a path. Like it's not like a paved road, it's a like path that's been carved through a little bit there, and there's a frozen river, and then across the frozen river there's some switchbacks and stuff. Like you start to see them right here.
Wow.
So you'll have to cross the frozen river and then go up the switchbacks to get to that settlement.
Okay. Well, move up to the river's edge
Simple enough.
and take out a rope.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tie it around this tree behind me.
Are we going down here? I'm going down there.
That's frozen river.
Well, if I don't stop running, I'll just go all the way across.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tie the rope around it. and
Make
then I'm
a
gonna
reflex save, Alex, as you run across the ice.
What kind of? Why am I making a reflex save?
Because it's slippery.
I can run on water.
Correct. This is ice. Just okay. You're fine. You're very dexterous. I'm just making it clear to everyone else. Crossing this ice is slippery. I
So
didn't
I'm in
expect.
like full plate mail, so I'm probably just gonna
I'm
teleport
also
across.
good at
but I'm gonna tie
good at Dex.
a rope around the tree and then teleport.
I'm good at Dex.
Okay, so you're running across.
My Dex is good.
I know. You rolled the dexterity save because you ran across. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so about here, you fall prone,
Oh no.
slip on the ice, and take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
That's actually a pretty dangerous fall. Like a normal commoner would have probably blacked out from that fall.
Even with my feather step boots.
Are you using your feather set boots? You have to like engage them.
What? I thought that was just the thing. Like if I wear them, then it's always doing that.
I don't even remember what they do.
That's what I thought they were. They're always like you don't activate.
Wait, it's only if you fall though, right?
Yeah. If I have to engage feather fall as a bonus action or whatever. But I'm just talking about like just walking across. It
I
would be
know.
slippery, but my feather step. So I should be
Oh
able to
wait,
get
I
an
completely
advantage.
forgot.
Remind me what the feather step does.
I can walk on water,
Okay.
and then my footsteps make no noise, and I get advantage on dexterity saves when walking across ice.
Oh, is that what it says?
Yes.
Huh.
I'll allow it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I get back up, but I do it again anyways.
I can crawl up vertical walls, but when I crawl across ice,
It's just a little slippery. You're very good at it though. Okay. So you're across. Colin, Leoric is gonna teleport across, you said?
No, I'm gonna fly across. Actually, I'm gonna do that
Oh,
instead.
do you
And
click
I'm
your
not gonna
heels
tie
and
the rope.
no rope. You're like, I'm an idiot. Flying boots. Woo!
Yeah.
Fly across.
So I haven't used them in forever. I
Yeah,
probably
y'all
don't
have to
even-
keep track of your own crap. I don't know what your crap does.
It recharges, so I've recharged everything since it.
Oh yeah, for
forever.
sure.
So
Okay.
I'll just mark like 1 minute.
So you're flying across, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's everybody else doing? Just to know what everybody's doing while everybody's crossing the ice.
I'll attempt to cross the ice. Just walk it.
Just walk it.
So how far or how big is it?
I mean, it's on the map.
So it's just like 10 feet.
Are you looking at the map? It's 30 feet
Oh,
wide.
never mind. I can't jump that.
That attitude.
Yeah.
Not with that attitude.
I will try to gingerly walk over it.
Okay. So
So the deck's right.
it's a dex saving throw at least once. You're doing pretty good. It's still difficult terrain, and you do not get your difficult terrain thing because you're not a werewolf right now. So if you were moving in like your turn, yeah, you'd get about that far, right? As difficult terrain. Drizzle, what are you doing while everybody crosses? This is like kind of like a turn right now, like to cross.
Yeah. I'll go hands and knees.
Hands
Crawl
and knees.
across,
So you're going
crawl
like
across.
that's like quarter speed.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, so you get advantage on your dex save, but you go quarter speed across. So you're that far. Oh, you don't fall on your face. You almost do though. Hands and knees. And Xerxes, are you waiting for everybody to cross, or are you gonna try to cross too?
I guess I'll cross just a dexterity save.
Yeah, to go half speed. So you can just move up to the edge, and then you also make your save, so you go 15 feet across.
I can use my Kai points to double my jump movement or jump.
Okay, so you go 1, 2, 3. You have a 30 movement, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, I would say you're right here. About. Well, no, because he has farther movement than you. So that's where we'll be. When all of a sudden there's a whistling sound in the air, and Wu-Tang, I know you have alert, but everybody else roll initiative as a series of boulders fly down the mountainside.
Coming down the mountain.
Initiative?
Fuck.
Oh my gosh, that's the exact same initiative we rolled last time.
Well, for you two. Other people did a little different.
Mhm.
I'm a
Like-
transform.
Leoric, it's 21. Wu-Tang, 21.
That was an
as
awesome roll
well.
for that.
Jace. What'd you get? 15?
Yes.
Xerxes is 17. Let me roll, because I forgot to do that earlier. Okay, we've got Damn. We got some badasses over here.
Duh.
No, not y'all. Not you. You're not who I'm referring to.
Everyone knows that nothing can take us.
That's true. That's what you think. That's what all of you
That's
truly
what
believe, that
we
nothing can
know.
take you.
That's what we
Okay,
know,
so
for sure.
as this turn starts, it's a surprise round again, because nobody did any type of perceptions or anything since we got to this area.
I mean, why
The
would
only
we?
person that does is part of this surprise round is our alert Wu-Tang, which still makes sense because he's also super high initiative too, so he's gonna get pretty quick 2 turns. What's your Dex mod? I'm assuming it's pretty high. It's like 18 or something like that.
My dex is a 16.
It's a 16. Okay, so there starts to be rocks flying through the air towards y'all from up this like switchback area. You technically move before anything happens. So what are you doing right now?
Okay. So do I see where the rocks have been thrown from, or they're still in the process
Perception
of being
check.
thrown?
They're in the air.
Oof.
You do not. So I'll reveal to you what you see with that perception check. So you see this like switchback thing, and now that you're across the river, you see like it goes that way. And you see some of this. And that's mainly it. Maybe a little bit that way. That's it. Because it's
Okay.
higher elevation.
I will run for cover
So you're gonna run for
Towards-
cover up towards that like ledge area, and up
towards the danger.
towards danger. Good. Okay.
Huh.
And I'll reveal
My
just
hero.
a little bit more to you. And anything else? Andy, Wu-Tang, anything else?
I'm looking.
Oh,
No.
you're thinking. Okay.
I guess not.
If you're not gonna do anything else, like action-wise, you can make a second perception check at your new location.
Okay, is that
If
count
you're
as an
just, that's gonna count as like your other action if you want to do that. Okay, that's a lot better. Okay,
Damn.
so
First time.
so now that you've run up closer and you're really like looking hard and like where is this rock coming from, as you like in the moment, like rocks are in the air above you and you're like, oh crap, like you just start sprinting forward and like looking all around, and that's your main focus. At first you didn't see it when you took off running, but as you started to climb up this incline right here towards the next area of the switchbacks, you notice that in front of you isn't like a straight rock face right here. It's actually a huge creature that looks exactly like he's made out of rock.
Oh shit!
And he has like his arm is forward, like he's just thrown one of the rocks, like he's just finishing like the rock throw. like a shock put person, like whoa, with his one arm up in the air, like shock putting it up at y'all. And you
Could've been
also
his
see out of
body.
the corner of your eye down this way, it looks like there may be another one of those creatures, but you can't get a very good look.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. Drizzlejaw will just put him in a sphere.
Okay, so that perception was another action, right?
That is all of your turn, yes.
I don't get
That's
a
your
bonus
surprise
action?
round. No, that's your surprise round.
Oh, okay.
That was your get another perception check to see if you can see what's going on. Okay. So now it's their turn. So one rock is sailing at Leoric. So here is a attack roll. Oh, only a 12. So it sails like
Pathetic.
right past you. This rock the size of your chest. And then one goes at Torin. Oh,
I catch it.
he just misses wide.
Oh, okay.
Can you
And-
catch up all through
I'm literally googling right now. I can catch it.
It just
doesn't
goes off
matter-
the damage. It just like you have to beat the
yeah,
damage.
no, if it is a ballista and I mitigate all the damage of like a ballista, I can catch it and throw it back at the same damage
That
that's
is
in front of me.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, I was just looking that up. I was like, can I catch that?
And then we've got Xerxes, a 19 to hit with a boulder.
Hits my armor, I believe.
You have a 19 armor?
It says I have 15 here, but that's not right.
That's definitely not right. Did you mess up something
Yeah.
on your character sheet when you're leveling?
You might have reset it when I was leveling, and I manually like put it in. I think it's 19.
Well, you have your dex, which is what, a +4? And then you
Yeah,
have at
but
least
you must
+2 studded leather. If you say it's a 19, you can go look it up in like right now. But I'll say yeah. You barely like dodge out of the way. Like it's going straight at you, and you just barely like matrix that shit. Like whoa, and it goes right past your ear. It just whew. It does crash into the water and crack the ice pretty good as it hits. Let's see. I did 1, 2, 3. Did I throw it at you, Jace?
I didn't hear you did.
Okay, so yes, another one gets thrown at you. That is a 26 to hit.
I think it missed.
You think it
I
missed?
think it missed too.
I think that doesn't matter.
It just bounced over me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a hit. So you take
Oh,
24 bludgeoning
Jeez.
damage and make a strength saving throw.
It's half damage unless it's a magic rock.
It's not. So
Oh,
12
wow.
bludgeoning damage.
Awesome.
Oh, I was thinking you weren't that, but yeah, you just changed. So 12 bludgeoning damage, but make a strength saving throw. Oh, so it hits you and you just like staggers you a little bit, but you're fine. And what's the last thing? And then some other things happen off screen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, where's
I
my
don't know if
phone?
we can take an entire village of frost giants, but we'll try.
Not
Nothing
fro-
can defeat us.
They're not frost giants.
We killed Strahd.
Sorry, I had
They're
my.
cloud giants. That's even worse.
They're not cloud giants either. I mean, they look like rock
Oh,
or stone.
Stone
Okay.
golems.
How
stone
far
giants
is
or hill
that?
giants.
Yeah. Okay. And then, right as you're looking around and looking for something, a ball of like light, a flash of light, sorry, streaks towards Wu-Tang, and it does an attack roll. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be a miss. A beam of light from higher up the hill also shoots straight at Wu-Tang, but misses him and burns like some of the snow off the ground. And then we go back to
Normal.
original initiative, which is Wu-Tang first.
Okay. So like the surprise round counts as combat, right?
Yes.
Okay. Bummer.
Yeah, you want to catch people by surprise. You don't want to be in. If you're in the surprise round
don't
with
wanna
them,
be
like,
surprised.
yeah,
Something's going wrong.
that's why you have the thing. Like, you can act in the surprise round, but you didn't. You weren't in a position to attack.
I want my assassinate. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna find out what this is like.
The way you say that. Guess we're gonna find
rest of us
out.
run away.
I don't like fighting rock people. I assume there's a high AC, and then my damage is going to be halved. So
He doesn't look like he has a high AC.
Yeah, he just
made
has
out
like.
of rock.
He
Yeah,
looks
but
like he's
looks
made out of
pretty easy to
rock.
hit.
Allegedly.
Whatever.
He
Throw a dagger
looks
at him.
like he's made out of rock. So which one? The guy right in front of you? You throw a dagger at him?
Yeah.
The dagger plinks off of his stone-like exterior, and it does not penetrate.
Try that again.
Okay, that one does penetrate. You threw it a little harder.
And that's ice damage.
Okay, so you did 9 damage to him. So your dagger, as it stabs into him and frosts around the wound a little bit, looks a lot like, like a syringe poking into like his leg. It's just like, meh. And he just looks down. He's like, "Argh!"
What?
Wow.
Throw another one.
Crit.
This one right in his neck. So you get. Oh, it always does that. But it's still max damage.
I like that 6 + 6 though, and that's more ice damage. Wait, no, that's not ice damage. Sorry, necrotic.
Necrotic damage. Okay.
Sorry.
So that one
acid.
does
4 is acid. I need to,
8.
can I edit this
You need to write
website?
this down.
I'm pulling it off the website. I want to edit this website.
Just put it in your character
Guys,
sheet.
put it in your
Yeah,
sheet.
just put your
I-
sheet
I-
what it is, and just make
I
sure
use
you're doing
my
it.
like potions and all that shit on the side to write
So
in all
your
my
crit
notes.
damage is 7 + 6, so 13 damage, including necrotic. And we're gonna go to. I'm brain dead right now.
I got like a natural 20
For your
initiative.
yeah, no, you still tied him though, and he has a really high dex, so he goes first.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In fact, you don't go before them because they also have a 21 initiative and they have a higher dex than you because you have full plate on. So you have another rock thrown at you, Leoric. This one's a 20 to hit.
Nope.
So it bings off of your plate mail. Just
I'm guessing it. Like, how big is this rock?
they're like at least the size of your head.
Okay,
So
so I
it's
guess
just
it
like
hits my
glancing
shoulder,
blows,
and
yeah.
I roll like I'm with it, so it doesn't
Exactly.
fully-
And with the
to me.
magic of your armor, it like doesn't even hurt you because it's just a glancing blow, and it's just through the armor. Then
Guess I saw that
another
one.
one throws at Torin. This one's an 18, so not a hit.
Yep.
Then another one at Jace, which is a 15, doesn't hit. And then another
Nope.
one at Xerxes, which is also too low. So all these rocks are missing. Then there is Leoric's turn.
So can I see that? Was it this guy that threw the rock at me?
Which one?
This guy over here?
That one threw the rock at Torin. There's one off to the side that you can't really see very well. At least you can't see him. But your rock came from a different direction. Your rock came from this direction.
But I can see this guy.
This guy. Yes, you can see that guy. He just
Okay.
threw. His rock was thrown at Torin.
1, 2, 3, 6. I can hit him there, right?
Yes,
So,
technically, yes.
I'm going to technically. So I'm going to cast Blinding Smite on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to smack that guy.
You got him. Hit him in the leg.
And /roll d6. Do I have to reroll anything? No. Okay, so
Plus
29.
13, so let's go.
And the DC on that is Constitution of 15.
Constitution 15.
Yeah.
He looks blinded by the light. Ah!
Ooh.
Then I'm going to I'm guessing I noticed that, so having
Yeah,
seen
I would
the
think
reaction
so.
before.
Is that a closed eye face? I think it
To
is.
do that.
So you do that with advantage, and it just bings off of him like he's got armor. When
Okay.
you try to
and
hit
then I'll
him.
spin around with the other side after. I'm going to use that momentum of the Bing and just spin around and smack him again.
Okay. That time it definitely seems to hurt him as you like smush his toe.
Yeah.
Because again, these guys are like 20 feet tall. They're pretty big. No.
Oh, and
yeah, they're like 18 to 20 feet tall. This guy that you have in front of you.
And the other Radiant. So 27.
So quite a bit.
37.
Yeah,
37.
37. So you got. Okay, yeah, you like broke his foot almost from what you can tell, and you hit him in the calf really hard, and he does seem blinded. And that's it. All right.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, Xerxes, you are up, and the ice is cracking behind you.
Yeah, I keep moving across the ice.
Okay, so that's all your movement to get off the ice, and you still need to make a dexterity saving throw. You're good. So you're on the edge now, like technically in the safe area. And what are you doing?
Can I hit the boulder thrower from here?
The one straight ahead? Yes.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna go ahead and put Hunter's Mark on him before I do that.
Okay. Damn. Okay, so colossal damage doesn't get critted, right? Pretty sure, right? We're just gonna do the first roll, which is 7. Then you do normally max damage 13. So 21, and then electric damage 22. It's kind of a weak, actually. So 22. Shot him like right in the neck. Just and it shocks a little bit.
And second attack.
That's also a hit. Right into his chest. And it does 16, another 22.
Yeah.
And that one hits like an artery or something. Like you're not sure, but he looks like he falls down. Probably should have left him because you like climb over him. Whoa.
All right, that's my turn.
I accidentally reloaded the website. 1 second.
Damn.
What?
Fell that guy pretty quick.
I mean, you did a lot of damage. Colin did a crap ton of damage. Yeah, there you go. So this guy's dead, but his body is actually like difficult terrain right now.
His body's difficult.
Yeah.
Put a little mark on him.
I have a mark on him. His
Oh,
crossbone X and a
Oh, I
little
see
red
it now.
mark. He
I
is
see it
a
now.
dead person. Okay. That was your whole turn, right? Xerxes, that was all of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So then we've got a attack from above. A rock flies in at Leoric. And it's a 21 to hit.
That matches my armor.
Okay, so it again, you like barely get out of the way, and a rock
That one stung a
somewhere
bit.
up above. Yeah, it's ringing you in your armor. It's vibrating your armor. And then it is.
Can I look up and see where that's coming from?
Sure, make a perception check real quick.
Okay.
Since you probably should have made one on your turn. You do not. You do not know where it's coming from, but I'll reveal a little bit
Okay.
more of the map for y'all.
Okay.
Okay. So, Jace, what are you doing on the ice?
Can I move my full run speed on the ice since I crossed the thing, or no?
You have not finished crossing.
Oh,
You are in the
Okay.
middle of the river, the frozen river. So you can do 20 feet of movement and a reflex saving throw to get off the ice. Reflex saving throw. Oh. So you fall at the edge of the ice, and you take 1 bludgeoning damage. In your
is that half to 0?
yes, it's 1. It's 1. I know how to do
Okay.
this. And then
Do you round down?
yeah, I did. It was a 3. And then you have to use how much movement do you have total? 45?
50.
50? Okay, so you have to use half your movement to stand up from prone, and then you still have enough to get like next to him. Right there. So you're next to Torin now. But you got to use a lot more of your movement to get up off the ice, like, and pick yourself up to stand up from prone.
Okay, so how much more movement do I have?
0.
Oh. I'll make a perception check.
Okay. You have your Hawkeye thing on, or did you get rid of those? I can't remember.
I still have it.
Okay. Ooh, not so much.
No, I can't see shit.
Because it's got to be like snowing and shit. So see.
It's not like heavy snowing at all. It's pretty clear, but y'all just it's up a hill through trees.
It's chaos
stuff.
and there's fucking shit flying around.
Yeah,
Distracted.
boulders are flying at you.
Trying to dodge boulders and shit.
So next is Drizzle. Torin had the worst roll this time.
Are any of the rocks near my river area?
Don't I have a better.
Are
dex
there
than
any
that?
rocks near you? Yes.
I mean, the ones that were like flying in the air. Were any of them near me?
Yes.
Is the river okay?
It is cracked behind you. You're unsure if it is going to continue to crack or be fine.
We're gonna sprint. We're gonna make it.
Sprinting with the reflex save.
Dexterity save.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Just making sure.
Okay, you made it. From all fours, you get up and you're like that little girl on Jurassic Park where she tries to run in like the freezer and the ice is on her feet. She's like, ah! And you run
Best
across,
scene ever.
and you use
Well-
Torn to break yourself as you like come off the edge of the frozen river.
Sounds like that's your kid's favorite movie.
It definitely is one of the favorite movies. And what are you doing? Haste. On
I shall
who?
give it to the monk.
Okay, so the monk
Yes.
is hasted, and it's now his turn, unless something else is going to go on.
Yes.
Done.
Hunter's Mark. I'm assuming I see that guy.
Yes.
Okay. I'm running at that guy.
Okay. Just a straight run.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna walk because I'm so fast. I'm just gonna leisurely power walk over there.
Just up the hill, straight up the hill, back over there. Just power walking over there. Okay.
Bonus action. Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
So 1d8 plus
And then I'm
1d6.
assuming a million attacks after that.
Well, I only get 3. So.
Well, you got an extra one from haste.
Well, no, I get 2 normal attacks. Then my bonus
your haste
action
one.
would.
Okay, yeah. So 3 attacks. You're right.
I get 3 attacks, but if I flurry of blows, it'd be 5
Gotcha.
next round. Yeah, but this time
Next
I only
time.
get 3. So attack. Oh, and that's plus 1 AC or 2 AC. Oh, I get 4 attacks now.
So you hit him with your axe. Ha! And do a crit. So you do. God damn your math. Okay.
I know.
11 12, 13 plus the 3 is 16 plus the 5 is 21. So 21
Yep.
damage, and then you go whoop.
Yep.
And you're behind him, and you get another attack at advantage.
So attack. Well, so I'm gonna do this,
Okay.
and
That's a
he-
hit.
yeah, and then he's gonna make a. I'm gonna hit him, do damage. Con saving throw 15.
Okay.
Do you make it?
Yes, he did. He seems
Yeah, I
completely
assume
unaffected by your tickling.
Let me delete that. Let me delete that. 9. Okay, and then another attack.
So this is your
Oh.
second attack.
Technically, yes.
Okay. Yep. That
Mi-
that just plings off his skin. That all of a sudden is like stone when you tried to hit it.
Oh, yes.
And then you
Damn.
crit again.
We were critting so much.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I almost rolled max damage. That is, how much more is that than the last one? That is 5 more. So 26 or 25.
We'll say
It was
20.
21 last time, so it was 26. That's 5 more.
Okay. So
26.
yeah. I'm trying to do math in my head. You keep saying numbers. Okay, and then you go like this. You do
Boop.
another attack at advantage as he's trying to figure out what the hell you are.
18.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh my god.
9 more slashing damage. Okay.
I think I get one more attack.
No. It was a crit,
Yeah.
and then it was your blink attack, and then it was a miss, and then it was a blink attack, and then it was and there was a crit, and then it was another blink
Yeah,
attack.
so I get one more. I get one more
No,
attack.
that's 5 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 2 crits. That's 5. 2 extra
One.
for the crits.
Okay, yeah.
I call
You-
bias DM. He's always calling you out.
I just tried to count. 5 attacks is 2 more
Yeah,
than
you're
you
right,
should
you're
have
right.
got. So yes, Torin just like a blur. It doesn't look like he's moving fast, but he's just like, to him he's like jogging. But everybody else, he just zooms over the like Quicksilver style, and then like Nightcrawler from X-Men, he's hitting him, and then he's all of a sudden behind him, and he's hitting him, and then he's hitting him again, and then he's behind him, and he's hitting him again. And the giant's like stumbling about like, whoa. And all of a sudden his legs have like numerous wounds in them, and he doesn't even know what the hell happened to him.
They're going to regret placing their village in our way.
Go over here.
Like, you ever think about the morality of characters?
Me?
The things that happen in D&D?
You mean the murder hobos?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm the bad
Are we the baddies?
guy. Are we the baddies?
Have you checked out our hats? They have skulls on them.
Yeah.
I
Do I get
can't.
plus-
I can't think of a single good thing about a skull.
I'll figure it out.
You just ran back over there, of course, with your mobility speed.
No, yeah, and plus haste, so just
Yeah.
insane
I'm just
movement.
saying, like he can't attack you because you use mobility.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
Oh, I get
then
plus 2 AC.
what else? Okay, who's next? It is Wu-Tang, the fastest of mind man,
Yeah.
the quickest of intent. What you doing?
Okay, so move there
Okay.
and throw some of these daggers at this guy.
Oh
Ooh,
crap! Damn, the D20's hot tonight. Okay. So you've got max damage, which is 7 plus 2 is 9, plus an additional 1. 10 damage.
Okay, and that's necrotic.
And then
Am I at
that's-
advantage? Can I get another crit?
No.
Oh. Okay.
And then that's a hit, and you do another 11 damage. Damn, that's actually more damage than your crit.
Is that possible?
Because the magic like flared with what type of magic, Andy?
Lightning.
Lightning. So lightning danced across his skin. Okay. And then he moves. It's his turn. So he steps forward,
Uh-oh.
kind of brushing the tree aside as he goes. And gets right here, and then make a dexterity saving throw, Andy.
Oh no.
Ooh, little too low.
Oh.
Little too low. So he reaches down and picks you up.
Oh.
And then he throws you at Leoric.
What the fuck?
And so, Leoric, you make a reflex saving throw now.
Easy.
DC 17. Nope, that's a 1. So you guys land in a little bunch here. You're going to move back 5 feet, and then you're both going to take, let's see. From 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to take 46 bludgeoning damage each. You both take 16 bludgeoning damage as you crash into each other from the 40-foot throw. There's also some cursing in Giant. Does anybody know Giant?
Is it the same as Goblin?
Shit.
It is not the same as Goblin.
Then no.
What happened?
Andy moved towards this guy and threw some daggers at him, and then he moved towards Andy and threw Andy at Leoric.
Wait, hold on. He picked up Andy and threw Andy?
Yes.
What?
And then he went into Leoric.
Could I have caught him and thrown him?
Well, he didn't throw him at you.
Damn it, that would have been great.
That would have been amazing. Just thrown around like a ping pong ball.
No! Back! Okay, then there is a rock flying through the air, and it misses Torin. And then there is another rock that, let's see. A rock, this time much larger, is rolled down the hill like this. And Wu-Tang and Torin need to make reflex saving throws.
Ooh.
Oh, you're
Plus
also
3.
prone, Wu-Tang and Leoric.
Oh.
I can't remember what the prone thing we did was. That one. Ah, my back. Ow, my back.
Help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
So Torin and Wu-Tang both do not do that. And
I
there's
rolled a 2, of course.
of course. And so you guys take...
Was Torin in?
Whoa.
31 damage as this rock comes
What the
bumbling down the
fuck?
hill and crashes through the both of you.
Stop it.
We're gonna slaughter this entire village.
We're going to do the whole village.
They're all gonna die. And,
1, 2. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's the end of that, and now it is Leoric's turn. You're currently prone.
well, what does it take to get up?
It's half your movement.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I just teleport unprone?
No, you teleport, you're still prone.
I'm gonna get up and then I'm gonna teleport here.
Okay. You're up, and you teleport. You still have 15 feet of movement, I'm assuming, right?
He has to almost be dead.
This guy?
I'm.
Man, but a fuck ton of damage to him.
I've got to mark my spell I used.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing at this asshole.
Asshole. Came to his
Yeah.
land. You invaded. Okay, you hit him.
They attacked us unprovoked, therefore we get to slaughter their entire village.
That's the oath of the vengeance
Hold on, let me reroll.
paladins. You attack me, I kill your whole family. That's the vengeance paladin way.
Okay, so that's a 16 damage plus
Okay.
So 26.
Okay.
But just so you know, that second dice, radiant damage.
Yeah.
So, okay. I
Yeah,
don't
the
think it matters
3d6
here.
is radiant. Yeah, you said it. I added it up.
Well, no,
And
the
then they have to
3d6 is
make-
radiant, but then the I just get an extra 1d8 every strike now.
Oh damn!
Of radiant damage.
I don't
Yeah.
see. Where is that?
It's in there. I rolled a 1. It's
Oh,
a
okay. I
1d10
see it
plus
on your
1d8
damn.
plus.
It's included in the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna strike. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So then he needs a blinding
15 Constitution.
Constitution. Okay, yeah, he's good.
Okay. I'll smack him again.
He's very high Constitution. Ouchies.
And
Holy crap! Yeah, the extra 1d8 on top of that. Y'all do so much single target damage. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I specialize in single target damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so another 27. So
and
yeah,
another Constitution.
no, he doesn't make Constitution saving throws because he's dead.
Okay, good. And I have 15 more feet of movement. Well, first of all, let me look around. What do I see?
We won.
There's like boulders and shit rolling downhill, bro.
Yeah,
There's an entire village of these fuckers. Do I
you're pretty
see
sure there's
anything?
another one up here, but it's hard to tell. And you don't see anything else.
I'm gonna fly 15 feet in the air.
Okay, so you're. There's no
We already
place like
did do it.
flying. There's no place like flying.
I just did like 100 damage. I'm gonna fly in the air.
Exactly. Okay, so you're up 15 feet, and I'm assuming you're going to use your 14 still to see.
Can I still look? Yeah.
I mean, you're going to just use your 14. You can't roll again. So
Okay.
you do see a guy up there, because you can kind of see like him up there, and then kind of over here, you think you see another one.
Okay. At the end of my turn, I want to yell. There's one there, and there's.
So you're just pointing, and there's one over there and one over there, with your halberd.
Yeah. Now,
Okay. And then it is Xerxes' turn. Xerxes. You're unsure of what you see.
I hear others get pointed out.
He pointed at them. Make a perception check. Do you see what he sees from way down there? Way down the hill?
I hear what he said.
or he could
But-
see me. He could see me too. He's got eagle eyes.
He can see you flying, yes.
Can you see me pointing my halberd?
Yeah. There's some guy way over here. You think you got a shot on him, maybe, but I believe that's what's your minimum range thing for your bow?
I've never known the answer to that question.
Mm-hmm. Willful ignorance is what I heard.
Well, I'm
In
gonna move
range.
forward. Yeah, a little bit. And wait, so are we? I thought this stuff was above us.
It
are we
is.
above them?
No. They're above you.
So can I get a clear shot from?
Through the trees and everything from there? Probably,
I think I can get to here with my movement.
yeah. This guy's probably a clearer shot on the other side.
I'll take a shot at him.
You can see his head and shoulders peeking above the
I'll,
other stuff.
I'll transfer my hunter's mark to him first. And I'll take a shot at him.
Okay. That hit him. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Second shot.
14, 18?
18 hit him.
It does.
Okay. This is the damage. 21.
21?
Is there anything near him?
Does not appear so.
All right. Lightning strikes off at a tree next to him.
Hits a tree, breaks a branch off. Okay.
All right. That's my turn.
That's your turn? Okay. So you hear like a rumble up above, up in the hill. Everybody does. There's like a big rumbling sound. And then... Oh, sorry, wrong page. Okay. Then out of the side of this mountain right here, just like boom, like out of the ground, like he just burrowed through the ground. There's like this big ass, definitely different looking stone giant guy.
Oh my god.
He just busts out of the
Giant
wall,
mage.
and he has a crystalline great axe in his hand, like a big great axe just made out of crystals. And he just slams it into the ground, and all of you four need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm in the air. Do I have to still make it?
Yes. I
God
think. Let me
dang
see.
it.
Let me make sure. Yeah, it's like a thunderous blast coming from just hitting the ground.
Fuck.
Everybody failed.
Everybody, it's a DC 20, so yeah, you all failed.
Jesus.
And you do
Jesus Christ.
56 thunder damage.
Okay, well, I'm dead.
Holy shit.
As like he hits the ground and just the earth like shatters and sends out a shockwave.
How much?
My math, was it 55?
56?
55. Right? Yeah. Yeah,
Oh my god,
55.
I am not doing great.
I'm dead.
You're unconscious?
Unconscious, whatever.
No.
Oh, wait, yeah, I'm still doing really bad.
Sleepy time.
Uh,
Are you
Wait,
unconscious too?
no.
Me?
What's the thing?
No,
that it
I
does
am
when
still
it's,
up.
When it's like it fully takes you out. What is that?
What do you mean?
Like. so
Yeah,
if my
you're
hit points-
unconscious. You're unconscious and you're dying.
Right, but is there like a hit that it hits so hard that it just outright kills you?
I think it has to hit harder than like all of your life, like all of it, like your max.
Okay.
You have to, I'll double check it though if you want me to.
No, that's fine. It's not that hard, so. I went down.
So
to negative
instant
20,
death
but-
is when damage reduces you to 0 hit points and there is damage remaining after it hits you to 0 that would deal equal or exceeding your maximum hit point total. So it really only happens like really early in games for D&D. Once you get like high level in 5th edition, it's really hard to just insta kill somebody.
That got pretty close though. Well, no, not really.
Not that
This
much.
guy flying?
Is he flying?
Yeah.
No, he just busted out of that wall. There was a loud like crashing earth sound above you, and then he just came out of the wall right there. The cliff face.
What? We're missing our tank. Why is our tank near the river?
Because he's slow and he was on ice when you guys got
Uh.
engaged. Okay.
They
Everybody's
got
taking their
engaged.
damage. Everything's good. And then next after that person is Jace.
I've been hit like twice.
All right. I'm not in the ice anymore, right?
Nope. Nope.
Help us, Chase. Help us.
I'm gonna bite him.
As a raging werewolf, he just runs straight at the guy and attacks him.
I'm gonna bite him.
That's a miss. You grab one of his legs and it doesn't puncture. The second bite does, though. And a lot of damage ensues. Oh, shit. 19. Oh, no, that's not the right person. That's a dead person. This person.
And I will bite him one more.
Ah, just tearing at his leg.
All right. I'm gonna try and grapple him.
Oh, wait. You don't do that much damage to him. He is
Oh
bigger
yeah,
than
it's
you.
-2.
So
I assume he's
the
larger
2
than me.
hits. Yeah, so -4 damage. I didn't have the acid on the last tech yet, so it's just going to be +1. So you're going to try to grapple him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he large, gigantic, or how
He
big
is
is he?
huge.
Yeah, so it's like disadvantage or something.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do it a second time.
No, you're fine. No.
I hope he gets a 1.
Okay. Okay, so he's 2 sizes larger than you, so you cannot grapple him.
Oh.
If someone's
Then
more than you're medium technically, even though you're really big, he's huge. He's 2 sizes bigger than you.
Then I will claw him.
Okay. So you'd just be like grabbing his leg. Like and the claw does not puncture.
Alright, then that is my turn.
Okay. Next is Torin. No, Drizzlejaw. Drizzlejaw.
Help
Help us, Drizzlejaw.
Thunderbolted everybody.
Disintegrate. Oh, I thought there was no good level 6 spells.
Isn't that good?
So a 60-foot. I'm assuming you're attacking that one guy that's like close because he's in range. What is it? Dex saving throw?
Dex save, yeah.
Dex save on disintegrate. I feel like that should definitely be a Constitution saving throw, right?
Oh no, fuck you, Tyler. It's Dex.
He
Yeah,
fails. He
just
fails
thought
that
that-
Dex save.
10d6 plus 40.
40.
Force damage.
If it takes him to 0, he gets erased.
That's a terrible. Oh, it's
So
not
70 damage to him. So the beam of light just shoots out and hits him, and he's like, "Rah!" And he's like, "Holy shit!" And he gets hurt for 70 damage. And there's a
Holy
big, like,
fuck.
scar wound, like in his chest, his chiseled rock chest. But he is definitely not disintegrated.
Does he look hurt?
I mean, he definitely looks hurt.
Does he look
You c-
almost dead?
You could say he's bloodied. You could say that he's bloodied.
I'll say it.
And then, is that your turn?
Can I like multicast?
No.
Then it's the end of my turn.
Okay. Torin, you're up.
I move back here because I am almost dead. I use my monk healing thing. It's 30 HP.
Okay.
And since I'm hasted, I'm going to drink a 8d4 plus 4.
Potion.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 is
So
4.
30 plus 18. So 48.
48. Oh, it's much better.
Okay. And then that's the end of your turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Wu-Tang.
I'm doing better. I'm doing better.
Wu-Tang, give us a death saving throw.
I forgot Wu-Tang was down.
Oh, double positive. That's 2 positives.
Yeah.
Only 1 save away from alive. You did it.
Fucking live through this.
Okay, then comes kind of bounding down the hill. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, where was he? He was right here. Let me see. I wasn't even counting. Yeah, he's good. He's good. So he just kind of starts running down the hill a little bit. He's gonna replace this guy's body because this guy's dead. He's just gonna stand over his fallen comrade and swing a great club, a huge great club, twice at Jace.
Thank God you got half damage.
Yeah. Because it's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
It's essentially a
20
tree being swung at
Does
you.
a 20 hit you?
He's not here.
I think it ties him. I think he has a 20
Let me
armor
look
class
at
as well.
his- Let me look at him.
He's got to have at least a 20.
No, he has an 18.
There's no way. Really?
It says 18 on his sheet. I'm going off his sheet.
He didn't buy like a ring of protection or anything?
No, he already had
Okay.
like a couple really good items.
We got to ask him when he gets back here.
So that means he's hit twice by this great club.
Well, at least it's half damage.
And he hasn't taken damage yet, so it's his turn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's his turn to take damage. Because I'm about dead.
Yeah, that's why I backed off. I only had like 18 health left.
I'm probably
Plus
got to use
6
my
each. So
lay on hands.
20 is 10. And 24 is 12, so he takes 22 damage. There he is.
Damn, look at that drink.
Jace, this stone giant man just ran down and hit you twice with a great club, and half damage on those 2 hits is 20 total. You have an 18 armor class, like your character sheet says, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So you took 2 clubs to the face and took 22 total damage after you negate out some of it.
Okay.
And then this guy right here is going to run over here to the edge of the cliff
No.
and
We're gonna
make
die.
a reflex saving throw.
Horseshit.
Oh, no, it's a 17. So
Mm-hmm.
he's going to pick you up and throw you. At Torin. Oh, wait.
Can I
Okay.
use my boots as flying to like slightly miss him?
No, at Drizzlejaw.
Why not me? Throw it at me. Throw him at me.
He just
Come
saw
on.
Drizzlejaw shoot his champion with a disintegration ray. So
Kinda-
reflex save
I-
for Drizzlejaw.
Does he make it at a +3 because I'm hitting him?
No.
Oh,
Why
that.
not?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
in with.
He's
Okay,
reacting in
he
that
does.
last second
He still
before
needs
I
a
hit him.
17 to beat it, so it doesn't help. At the last second, he feels a little lighter on his feet, and then your crashing full plate form hits him. And because he threw you 60 feet, you take
Oh fuck.
6d6 damage.
That might kill you.
So 25 damage.
Okay. I'm still up. I got 7
Drizzle
left.
Jaw, you take 25 damage. You're both prone as well.
You know what I would have done?
Sorry.
If I would have argued that if I negated that damage, if you'd thrown him at me, I would have.
Yeah, can you catch him?
I could have
Could
caught
have.
you. I would have argued to catch you.
Catch him and sit him down. Right here. No, you sit. Okay, you're both prone as well. And then it is Leoric's turn.
I'm gonna stand up and heal myself.
Just
With all
lay
my
on
lay on
hands. Just, woo! Just
I
an
think that's an
adrenaline
action,
shot.
right?
Whoop!
Is that
I
an
believe
action?
so.
Let me look.
You should know.
Fucking sheet, but it's not. As an action, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the question: is my other healing spell instant touch 1 action? Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that. Can you take healing potions as a bonus?
No,
No.
they're a standard action. You gotta like find them on your person, uncork them, drink them.
Okay. So I would have 55, which would mean I'm up to 62.
We're not doing terrible. I'm at 78. You're at 62.
I stood up, so I'm unprone now.
Okay.
I'm going to. Is this a ridge here? Like, am I below this ridge if I'm here?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm down below it. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
The question is, can the guy that just threw you, is he high enough to see you?
yeah. 1, 2, 3. I'll move up to here, and I'm gonna cast +2 armor class thing on myself.
That's a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Shield of Faith. So
Shield of Faith +2 AC. All right.
it'll be a 23.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Xerxes. What you doing? You just saw Colin get thrown over your head down the hill. And there's 2
Right,
giants.
you're the champion guy, right?
This is a champion guy that's in melee range of you, and then there's this guy too. He's not in melee range of you. This guy's alive. We took the dead body off the screen. That's a guy that came down the hill.
Doesn't look like the champion guy's in melee range of me.
He is with his reach.
What does that mean for me taking a shot with my bow against him?
Is at disadvantage.
God damn it.
And if you move away, he gets an attack of opportunity. With his
I guess
crystalline great club.
I guess I drop my bow and sunblade him in his general direction.
So you step forward into range.
He's already.
I
Yeah.
thought I was in range, but okay, yeah, I'll step forward.
No, like you're.
You're in range of his reach, not your reach.
Jesus.
Holy moly! Yep, got him. Still do quite a bit of damage. All right, 15, 18. That's also a hit.
Yeah, obviously the verse undead is not. Or wait, is he undead?
No, he's not. So yeah, it
Aw.
was 13. And then 8 more. Okay.
Oh, I guess you only do Colossus Slayer once a turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn.
God,
That's your
Damn.
turn. Okay. Okay, it's his turn.
get another action. Fuck. You're so fucked.
It's his turn.
You can't do that thing twice. There's no way.
What thing?
You know the thing.
It's so a lot of abilities like that are recharge. So you roll a dice, and if you get the correct thing, you can do it.
Yeah.
He did not recharge it. But
That'd
yeah,
be
it's
very
like
bad
it's
for
like a
all of us.
dragon's breath. Like dragons do their breath attack, and then they just at the start of their turn they roll like a d6, and it says like
Yeah.
okay on like a 5 and 6 it recharges, but if anything else it doesn't recharge yet. So just a little behind the scenes thing. He just tried it. He tried to recharge it, and he doesn't have enough power to do it again. But he does still have a crystalline great club, and he's going to attack Jace twice, and he's gonna definitely hit because he got a 26 and a 28.
He should get lower numbers.
Well, he also has a quasi magical weapon too.
Well, that's no fun.
So he's gonna hit you the first time for 16 bludgeoning damage.
Then it's not halved.
That's not halved, and 15 thunder damage.
So 31.
Yes. That's the first hit. The second
Fuck this
hit
guy.
is 21 bludgeoning, 14, so 35 damage on the second attack.
Well,
And then he
shit.
starts screaming some stuff in giant at you.
We're committed now.
And yeah, that's his turn.
Who's next?
It is Jace.
Oh my god, that's so much damage.
Using
You
a
gotta kill him this
potion,
turn.
that's like a regular action.
Yes. But it doesn't provoke attack of opportunity or anything like that. That's
But I
kinda worked
wouldn't be
into it.
able to attack.
Correct.
And this guy been hit a lot?
He is pretty like he's like bloodied. Like he looks hurt.
Alright, then I will try to attack him and hope I don't die next turn.
Okay. Hit.
-2.
Yeah. Oh shit. Look at that acid. Wait, do you add the +2 to your acid?
I guess it's +2 to all damage. So I guess it would be -2 there too, so it's 8 as opposed to 10. And so that's 6
Okay.
and 1. What a lame roll.
You did 13 acid damage.
Yeah. Well, not 13. He's saying it was actually it's -2
Total.
on both. It's -2 on both, so it's actually.
Didn't
only
mean to attack
3.
again. I'm gonna claw with my bonus.
Okay, so the 9 was a miss, and then the claw was a
God
miss.
damn it.
So, yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna get him.
Then
Okay.
it's Drizzlejaw, who's prone. If you're not gonna do anything, or are you gonna do something?
He's gonna cast Disintegrate again. Hopefully.
Why would I not do anything?
Use the ray gun.
Do you have a disintegration ray gun too?
That's for chumps.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna give you a disintegration ray gun, and Chris will never use it, not once.
No, you gotta hold on to it until you need it.
We're hurting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
save
I
it
think
for
we
a
need
fight
it.
where we're really hurting, guys.
Gotta slaughter this
Fireball.
entire village now.
So who are you fireballing?
I'll fire it behind them so it only hits those 2 dudes.
Okay, so they make some reflex saves. We've got a 13 on the black guy with the gold armor stuff, so he failed. And then the other guy got a 17.
That ties.
That ties? Okay, so he gets that. So 23 and 11. Okay.
Oh, I didn't die.
No. He is hurt, though.
Pretty good damage though.
Are you done?
Yep.
Okay, so you stood up and shot a fireball back at him. And then it is Torn's turn.
Trying to be the enrage timer.
Hit
Run up
Yeah,
here.
the enraged timer.
Flurry of blows this guy.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Okay. So hand axe.
That hits.
Nice.
Stunning strike. DC 15.
Yeah, he does not care.
That dick. I have to try.
He has plus 10 Constitution saves.
I know, but I have to try. You never know. He could roll a 1. Attack.
That's a hit.
Holy shit. Look at
Another
that.
axe. Yeah, nice.
Did you transfer
Oh.
your Hunter's Mark to him? Because I
Yeah.
don't remember you doing
yeah,
that.
in the last round, I had the bonus action. I transferred it to him. I said it.
It sounds true to me.
I'll allow it.
I had 2
With that
I had 2
17
face-
damage. How you want to do this?
Oh.
I hit the first attack. I kneecap him, and as his head comes down, I uppercut axe swing through his chin, through his forehead.
Just like split his chin, make him look like a predator, where he's got like a 4-sided mouth.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, he's dead.
Wow.
I have so
Ignore
So
that
the
last
17?
blink axe.
we're gonna go over here. Can I use it on that guy?
Yeah, but you have to roll again.
18 hit.
It does.
And then
13 damage.
a loving hasted claw attack. Nope. Claw attack. Nope.
Nope.
Damn it.
He's dodging you. Not really. You're just hitting him, and it just doesn't seem to hurt him. Okay, is that it?
Yeah, I'm gonna step back here and just kind of.
Coward.
Just slowly walk away, but it's really super fast. Backpedaling. Okay. Wu-Tang, make a death saving throw.
At +3.
That's a fail.
No, it's a save.
Oh, because you're
All
standing
saves.
next to him.
All
Okay.
saved.
Yeah. All
There you
saves.
go, dude.
That-
Nice.
Just
call.
the death saving throw of that thing. Like, that thing's already really strong, but to get it on death saving throws is, like, super strong.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's huge.
My holy aura.
Literally, without that +3, no. That +3 barely saves him. Okay,
Yeah.
yep. So that's 3. So you are stable, but you have 0 HP,
Slow at 0. Okay.
I believe. I looked it up
Ooh.
earlier.
Okay. And I don't get to do anything this turn, right?
Wait a second. Sorry, just making sure. Yeah, you just become stable, but you don't actually get to like get up. You're still on the ground, unconscious.
Owies.
So that's your turn. So then there's this guy. He's a little shook because of his champion falling. And he screams something out at the other giant. And then he attacks Jace.
And misses.
He does miss. So you got a 18 and a 10.
That's awesome.
And then this guy starts running up the hill.
What?
Coward.
Little bitch.
Tyler, you always make these guys run away.
I'll get him.
It's almost like they're act like real people. Hey, we're all getting our ass kicked. No. Totally engaged. Never run away.
Fight to the death.
Fight to the death
Until the
every
end.
time. I don't have any type of, like place behind me that I can retreat to. Self-preservation, man. Self-preservation. It's a strong drug. All right. Next up is Xerxes.
I believe the guy to the left of the screen to my character's right still has my hunter's mark on him, correct?
You had Hunter's Mark on this guy.
Nope.
You did Hunter's Mark on him with your lightsaber, right?
I definitely didn't, and you're not allowed to transfer hunter's mark if the other thing you put hunter's mark on isn't dead. So
Okay.
I have done that.
Okay, then yeah. Oh yeah, you have Hunter's Mark damage on him. Okay. Yeah, I just thought you have so many things. I thought that undead thing was Hunter's Mark, and then you pointed it out to me.
Yeah,
So-
no. The hunter's mark is still on the guy I put it on. I shot an arrow at like 2 turns ago.
Okay.
I think that's that one who moved up, right?
Yeah. He was the
Okay.
one that was
so
far back over there in that corner.
I pick up my bow off the ground and I shoot at him. I don't think 14 hits. Does
It does
14 16 hit.
16 does not hit either.
Oh, checks. Well, that's
You suck.
Okay. Then it is Jace's turn.
All right.
Again?
Wait, is the guy in front of me dead?
The guy in front of you is dead. The guy next to you a little bit is not. He's
I haven't gone for a
eating it.
while.
Wait, there's another stone guy there?
Leork. Oh, you should have gone. Yeah, sorry, Leork. I always skip over you. Every
yeah.
every
Never
time we
mind.
play.
1, 2. I want to smack him multiple times.
Okay.
Damn.
It's a miss. That's a hit. Holy good jolies.
And then
You still have Blinding Smite on?
no,
Okay.
because I was
Concentration. Yeah.
no.
And
Is
then a
that it?
miss.
Okay.
So you did 20 damage with one halberd attack. Just run over and hit him in the calf. Ouch.
Yeah.
Now it's Jason's turn. Sorry, Jace.
Okay, so the guy to the left, he's alive.
Yes.
So is he standing on top of the other one that's there?
Yes, he is. He's straddling that dead body. That's he like replaced him.
Okay, so
He
he,
ran
should
down
be
the
like
hill
a
and started hitting you.
disadvantage.
No. Just because
Okay,
you're standing in rough terrain doesn't mean you have disadvantage on everything.
I mean, it seems like it would be hard to stand over him, like he's like
I
trying
mean,
to.
it's just like when
stay
you
up
stood
and-
over your cleric buddy as he was dying and tried to like straddle him. I didn't give you disadvantage on anything.
You know, he was a lot smaller.
Well, these guys are of equal size. He's just standing over the fallen comrade, defending his body with a great
I will
club.
I'll try to bite him.
That does not bite. That one does bite.
-2.
Yeah. Plus that, which is actually 5. That's a miss. Ouch! That is gonna be
You can get -2.
yeah 10 plus 3, 13. Yeah, you're tearing him up. He looks pretty hurt.
Awesome. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Drizzlejaw, what you doing?
Just that one dude left.
One guy started running away. He's out of sight right now for you, where you are.
That's fine. I don't care about him.
Okay. What you doing? Put my spellbook away. Another fireball, similar spot, I'm guessing?
Mhm.
Yeah, he only got a 12, so he takes 25 fire damage and goes down.
He did.
He collapses on top of his comrade. There's a double giant body right here.
Are we still in turn or combat?
I guess so.
Okay.
There's at least one left. It's your turn. You have hasted, crazy super running.
So I'm just gonna go here.
So does that? That's what, 10 minutes or 1 minute?
It's a minute.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still on. So you're just running up there. Yeah, you're gonna try to see him.
I mean, I can run so far. Yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah.
ridiculous. It's
He's right
120
there.
feet.
I run.
Yeah.
I run so
So that's where he is right
Stop
now.
him.
I'm gonna go right here.
You did perception. This guy's untouched.
I don't care.
I got.
I'm gonna
I'm
flurry of
I'm
blows
just
him.
telling you what your perception says.
We don't care, Tyler.
I
Flurry
know.
of-
You're just,
We don't care.
you're like.
Get it
I'm
through
gonna
your
see if
head.
I can.
You wonder
let's see
why
if
I
I
sent
can-
the Terminator after you. You guys are literally like the Terminator. Just anything that attacks, just move and kill. Move and kill.
I'm gonna flurry of blows him.
Okay.
Delete one.
Anything that crosses our path must die.
Especially if it seems hostile at all.
It is hostile. Axe.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Advantage because I'm behind him.
No.
Oh shit! Max damage 19.
19 is a lot of damage. Yep. That's a hit. Okay. That's a hit.
I'm just stunning strike just because. You know, and who knows? He could roll a 1. You never know.
Nope, didn't roll a 1.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Okay, delete Sky Point. Okay, come on, claw attacks. I need these to hit. Come on, hit. Oh, I wish that would have been an axe, but that's okay.
Okay.
Dex saving throw 15. Every knock prone.
Just a second. I'm gonna do the math right here. Okay. 11 plus 6.
Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. That damage is incorrect. I'm gonna reroll the damage.
Wait, why?
It was. I'll roll a d6 because I didn't have the hunter's mark. Oh wait, my hunter's mark isn't on him,
Correct.
so we're gonna have to subtract the d6 out of all that.
Or you don't get that claw attack at all.
Okay, just don't do that claw attack.
Okay.
But can we just? How about we do that a claw attack, not at crit, and I won't do my second one, and we'll just call that doing the flurry of blows.
No, what I'm saying is you did all your axes, your 3 axes, and if you transfer your bonus action as your transfer, then you don't get claw attacks.
I want my bonus action though because I want to put him prone.
So you want me
So
to
he stops
take all the
running.
damage out?
No, we just won't do my last attack. I guess
That's what I'm saying. That's your bonus action. You get it back, but your bonus action is your hunter's mark.
Okay.
Or you take all the damage out.
I was trying to knock him prone. That's what I wanted to
I
do. So
understand what
everybody
you're
else.
trying to do, but you either take all the damage out
Nah.
from hunter's mark, which was pretty
No
good.
one else could get up here anyways. He's already so far away. I'll just take that last attack out and then just
Okay, so
add that in.
Uh-huh.
Then we'll get up here.
you've done quite a bit of damage to him, but that's it, right? Because you did Hunter's Mark to him?
Yeah, 100 marks on him.
Okay. And then that's into your turn?
And I'm going to go back like right there.
Okay,
So I can still see him.
Wu-Tang's still unconscious.
No.
Yeah, you're unconscious. Did someone
I
heal
mean,
you?
I can't like heal myself.
No, you're unconscious, but stable. You're not dying, but you're unconscious.
Oh, okay. Then I am gonna use this.
You can't do that. You're unconscious.
Okay, then I'm gonna use one of these healing potions.
Okay, so your turn skipped.
Okay, so then I'm gonna attack.
So he continues running. He runs 80 feet off this map right now. Torn, are you gonna keep chasing him?
Yeah, this time I will do Flurry of Blows.
Hold on. Can I get there?
How far can you move?
I can move. So how high is this ridge?
Like 10 or 15 feet?
Is it 10 or is it 15?
Let's say 15 because it takes up 3 spots almost.
Did the giant move before I got to go?
Yes, he was before you. So he's 80 feet away from this spot.
How many feet?
From this spot right here, he's 80 feet.
80 feet? Holy shit.
Yeah, he just full run.
Okay,
That's
well,
what I'm saying. He's like really
I'm
far.
going to stay here.
Okay.
Just let him go. He'll be a message to the others. What happens?
So that's kind of what happens. If Torin wants to like follow him to see where he goes, he goes to this settlement that has stone walls, and you can see a number of stone heads sticking up over the stone walls as he like runs over and like goes inside the settlement.
And then I'm just like, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
There's some yelling from the stone giants, and they throw a couple rocks, but they're short of you. If you move any closer, though, you will be in range.
Okay. I'm not hasted anymore, so I'm like, probably should go.
And to be clear about how close that is, we're talking like 250 feet. They're almost hitting you.
That's really far.
It's like they're, living catapults or something.
All right.
So you're not going to attack the entire stone giant village and kill them all?
Yeah, if I had haste, I probably
Not
would
right
try.
now, at least.
Not right now. Mark this location on my map, Tyler.
Yeah, I actually do want this.
Go
Burn
ahead.
the whole village.
Or we could just make this our project for the next couple sessions.
All right. The next session you want me to prepare the stone giant village for your assault, I can.
I want to chop the stone giant and then put them on pikes up and down this path.
I'm okay with that. These
Okay.
guys are assholes.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. So 4
Okay,
stone
well-
giant heads are placed upon what? Just you carved like spears out of like tree limbs or something?
We could put them in.
Yeah.
Instead of taking their heads off, we could put them in nefarious
Oh, the
compromising
bodies could be in
positions.
humiliating positions or something.
Yeah, like he looks like he's sucking his dick or something.
Okay. So Torin, give me a strength check to move their bodies around into precarious positions.
Y'all a bunch of weirdos, man.
That's not going to be good enough.
All right, let's take their heads off.
That's not going to be good enough. Also, yes,
I'm
weirdos.
definitely not checking the bodies, so.
You're definitely not what?
I'm not checking the bodies.
You're not checking their bodies for like loot, is what you mean?
Yeah, I can't imagine they have anything.
Some of those guys are just like loincloths. That one guy does have that crystalline great club, but it is a huge weapon.
If Noah wants it, I'll put him in a bag of holding.
Could it fit?
That's a good question.
I would assume so.
Bag of holding's not unlimited.
Hold on.
Leave him on the ground, Britt.
No, I'm healing myself.
Okay, good call.
Yeah,
I-
Saki,
I mean, the only thing in the bag right now is my healing potions, those pots of paint, and the magical spider parts.
I know, but a bag of holding is only 4 feet cubed.
Well, how wide is the sword?
It's a club,
Club.
so it's gonna be risky. You wanna try to do it?
Would anyone like to heal me?
Would it like break the bag?
It could.
64 cubic feet inside.
No, I think, Andy, I think you're good where you're at.
So it might fit in, and it can hold 64 cubic feet inside. It should.
It's probably gonna be a 50-50. It breaks the bag.
Damn. How heavy is it?
It's pretty heavy too. There's also a max weight limit, but I don't think it'll get to there.
It's 500 pounds. Yeah, I was just looking.
Yeah.
At
It
Holy shit.
might. No. The 500 pounds is how much your bag can hold.
Oh, I thought that's how
Also,
heavy.
if it gets destroyed, then it can create a black hole. So.
No, not this way.
Oh,
This is
okay.
where it bursts. So. Bursts.
Could I strap it to my back?
We don't need it.
So you
I'm
can
rich
like.
as fuck.
I mean, you can try to scratch to your back, but you're not gonna be a werewolf the whole time.
We'll see.
This would be like carrying a person around.
We don't need it.
Oh,
we
a
don't
big
need it.
person. It's probably like in
How
the
much is it
100+ pound range. How much is it worth? I mean, it's magical. Who wants it? I don't know. I don't know what the
Yeah, I mean,
demand is
I'm
on a
sure there's not
huge
demand
crystal.
for it. I got like 9,000 gold. I think we'll be all right.
It's true. He does have that much gold.
I have a lot. I have 8,700 gold. If you need something, I will get it for you if it's not too expensive. I have to put that disclaimer in there.
So is no one healing Andy?
Yeah, my sword is pretty.
I will try to heal Andy.
You did? Oh, is that the healing touch was for?
He said it was for himself, but I guess he was joking. So you have 5 HP.
Yay.
We did it.
I almost died.
Correctly.
Yeah, I was pretty low there.
Yeah, I had like 20 health left.
And then he second wins to heal even more. So yes, at the top of this ridge is the settlement. If you go to check it out, without even like rolling a high perception, it is a walled settlement with stone walls about 15 feet high, which means that they're still head and shoulders sticking over it as they just walk around the other side, like looking out at you. And there's about a 300-foot clearing between the top of the ridge and this town or settlement or whatever of stone giants. And then it's kind of built into like it's pretty big, but like the far side of it is like built kind of into the mountain almost, from what you can tell now.
I say we rest and
I head
regroup.
up
or
and sleep
rest
for
in.
1 week.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna retreat?
No, we're going to continue on.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
sword.
So you're leaving
Well-
this area because you came west and then came here.
We'll go
around these
No one
hill
else
giants
see it,
that live-
right? So
I
we
think
can rest in there.
I think we need to go south, like go around, go south, and skirt the mountain so we don't miss the entrance.
Well, this is
Great.
pretty far south towards the mountains. So you need to go north a little bit again and then try to go west again.
We get play much longer. I gotta take my dog out.
No, we're gonna stop. That's I just want to know what people want to do.
Right.
Yeah, I guess we continue on.
Go north and continue on. Try to find the.
So this wasn't the dwarven settlement that you hoped it would be, and you're gonna continue west, hoping that you didn't somehow pass it. Like you didn't go too far west and pass it up. Is
There's
essentially
more
what you're
dwarves.
saying.
More dwarves.
Most dwarves I've ever seen.
Yes, those were dwarves. They're a little
Wow.
different in my campaign, but those are dwarves.
They're a little different.
Okay, yeah. So
Ingrams. I gotta take my dog out.
yeah. All right. So yeah,
That's funny.
killed the giant champion man, but did not assault his village after
Oh, I marked it on my map though.
Okay.
I killed the giant
Right
man.
now.
They're
Fuck
just
that
going
guy.
to fall into disarray, and they're all just gonna like die.
Haste is ridiculous on me. That is,
Yeah, I think
Great.
you need to have haste all the time.
yeah. Well, with
Or
that,
not all the
100
time, but like, or like if he's gonna
well,
cast,
he can make he did that one time like a ball of haste, and I can use it as like a bonus action.
All right, we're gonna end the stream here. We'll see y'all next week, hopefully.